hello there, YouTubes, Twitches and all that shit. It's a special one, it's Saturday, who gives a fuck anyway. I'm Kev, I was voted unanimously the least likely to ever be good at saying things on fucking internet. Joining me, she is supreme at political science and she has definitely caught my eye. Different use of the word caught, I know, but just go with it, people, for fuck's sake. Dr. Christy Winters.
Hey, Kevin. Happy Saturday.
It is Saturday. That is very true.
And there's a lot of violent, sexy dancing, and we're not even a minute in.
Oh yeah, because it's on the thing. Sorry. It sort of leans over the tray that pulls out. So when it leans on it, the second I move, it rattles the thing. Anyway. Yeah. Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah. Mad. That number on the screen doesn't mean anything. It's just there. It's not relevant to anything at all. Just... Maybe it's
just
a sports score or something. I don't know. Maybe.
Interesting, yeah. 9-0.
All I'm saying is one of those teams had to settle for 3 field goals. Embarrassing. That's an American football game.
If that's what it is, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I think it's something else, maybe.
But very possibly. It could have it to do with the fact that Donald Trump's such a loser. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
yeah.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I'm a loser, baby. Yeah, he is. Keeps losing.
You're not going to finish that sentence off, Christy?
No, not for a couple more weeks. The Secret Service is still going to be knocking on my door if I finish.
I don't know. I feel like there's so much sedition going on in America. You could probably get away with it. I reckon.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But so tell us what the show's going to be about, Kev. Because I'm just here. I'm just hiking the chat.
Very, very annoying. Someone's decided to message me as we get going. Dickhead. Now. Sorry, my phone was on the... It doesn't matter. So, yes, we've got loads of stuff. You guess it from the title. The Texas case went down quicker than your mum. Boom! Yeah, I fucking said it. Anyway, but on that note, right, so we'll get into all of that. We'll get into the actual story. But it's the right-wing freakout, which is... We're going to be drinking tea, as Christy. They've created so much salt. You could give kidney stones to a giant. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
I've got my glass right here.
Indeed.
It's a champagne glass. Flute.
Right. But before we get into this, right, I want to just... This is a live feed of the currently going on. It's from the National Mall in D.C. It's in Washington, D.C. They're having a Stop the Steal type march thing. Right? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And at the moment, Gail Shepherd, whoever the fuck that is speaking. But people ask me specifically, right, why are you so interested in this, right? Because I've been talking about this for like a month now. And I do want to talk about other things as well. But I can't not talk about shit like this. It's so supremely ludicrous, it's untrue. Specifically, this is being dubbed as the Jericho March. You can see there in the top corner, it's the Jericho March.
Uh-huh. Are they going to walk around the White House?
Don't preempt.
Okay, all right.
You might be thinking to yourself, why is it called the Jericho March, Kev? I'll give you this little snippet from a news article from today. On Saturday morning, so that's now basically, in American time, aggrieved Trump supporters are set to rally outside the Supreme Court, Congress and the Department of Justice's headquarters. Their plan? To simultaneously march around and blow shofar horns in the hope that the building's walls will collapse, just like the biblical walls of Jericho.
They want to destroy buildings. That's what they want to do.
Christy, your fellow compatriots are literally trying to recreate the Old fucking Testament. What the fuck?
Wow. I can't. And their solution is just to destroy the White House where Trump currently is.
Yeah.
And the dust is just well, I guess they're not. People aren't at work right now. But, are you okay?
It's so mental. It's so mental. What the fuck are you doing, America?
Yeah, it's a story. You know, I don't go running at the brick column on platform 9 3/4 at full speed because you're not going to go through it.
I told you that, didn't I? When I went to, they've actually got that at King's Cross Station now. They as a tourist bit. They had for those who don't know, in the Harry Potter stories, it's 9 3/4, which isn't actually a thing because at train stations they have whole numbers as platform numbers. So there was a 9 and a 10. But they just made one for like tourist reasons. A 9 3/4 because it's a big famous story around the world. And I was chatting to one of the guys once there at the thing. On one of the occasions I was at that place when I was at college. Used to travel down to London and stuff. Anyway, and he said that regularly, about once a week, they had to like call ambulances because kids would run head first at what is a brick wall.
No, kids, no.
Because it's part of the story. They think, oh, I'm going to go and see Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, it's a brick wall. You're going to crack your fucking head open and need stitches.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway. So, but America, grown adults are essentially doing the same thing.
Pretty much the exact same thing. Yes.
Let's see how it goes. Maybe, I mean, if you're a builder in the Washington, D.C. area, you might have work repairing shit in the Monday morning, you know? Big contracts going out for the rebuilding of the Supreme Court, Congress, and Justice Department. So, yeah.
I wonder if they're going to be slightly disappointed, and lose a little bit of faith when it doesn't happen.
Of course they're fucking not. When have Q people ever? I mean, when JFK Jr. didn't come back from the dead, they didn't seem to lose any interest then, so I don't see how this makes any difference. They just didn't blow them hard enough or something. Or didn't blow Trump hard enough, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, there's always a reason why it didn't work.
Yeah. Absolutely
always an excuse.
Nonsense from these people. Anyway, so the story itself, as we covered the last few days, Texas, the state that's home, all I'll say is state that's home to George W. Bush. We'll leave that there. And that was actually one of my screenshots I did. It was proud home of George W. Bush, which I changed to proud home of 3 high school graduates, which I thought was cool. Anyway, none of which is George W. Bush. So, Texas, along with various Amici states, as we found out yesterday, decided to sue the 4 states, those being Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia and Michigan, the great states thereof, for daring to do their own elections, which is literally the whole way it's done. And we told you it's full of shit. And there's a little video on Christie's channel if you want to go and have a laugh at Carl's interpretation.
You can watch it if you want.
Law. Yeah, we can do. We fucking can do. Absolutely right. I tweeted it out, so it should be... There we go. Let's go on to the actual page, shall we?
Oh, thanks for the view.
Yeah, it's okay. Is that coming through? It's a bit quiet.
And to make this happen, 5 of the 9 Supreme Court justices would have to agree to hear the case. Now, there's, I think, a fairly strong likelihood that that could happen, given how the Supreme Court is, I think, 6-3 at the moment, with 3 Trump appointees. So they're not going to be unfavorably disposed to Trump and the Republicans.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Breaking news tonight from the U.S. Supreme Court rejecting that lawsuit backed by President Trump that seeks to overturn his election loss. Pete Williams joins us now. Pete, what have we just learned?
Well, Lester, this is no surprise. Legal experts, conservatives and liberals alike, said it had no real chance.
Clearly, the Supreme Court haven't read Locke.
No.
Otherwise, they'd know.
I just love that bit about it's when he said like liberals and conservatives alike agreed this had no merit.
Yeah. Well, literally, as it says, because unanimous. I think there was one dissension on procedure, but on merit, it was 9-0.
Yeah.
Not a single opposite. So literally, all of them went, your case has no fucking merit. Which is what I said. Look, yeah, he stacked the Supreme Court with 3 fucking illegitimate pieces of garbage, clearly. The point is, though, they're still judges. You have to give them something. Like, I'm sure they'd acquiesce to him doing a little bit of fascism, as long as he had, like, a case that they could get behind. Whereas this was nothing. This was literally, I know I've got nothing, but give me the election. And they're like, well, that's not obviously within the Constitution. In fact, that's strictly prohibited in the Constitution.
Yeah. Well, Texas' argument was, I didn't like that they did a thing even though it didn't hurt me, and therefore I want you to just nullify votes in 4 states.
Sorry, 2 dissensions.
That's totally reasonable.
It was 2, not
Yeah,
one.
yeah. It was Alito and Thomas.
Yeah. Oh, we've had a donation. How did you and Christy come across one another? How dare you ask that question? We haven't come across each other at all. It's outrageous.
Not yet. We couldn't have. Well, I was saying not yet. Sorry. We couldn't have because we haven't met in person.
Oh, presumptuous, Christy. Anyway, I would be
YouTube drama.
Yeah, YouTube drama. Yeah, weird fake sex YouTube drama. Good stuff. Anyway, but why didn't that come up? I changed the thing, by the way. If you want to give me money, streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875. It's in the description bar. I changed the thing to a different picture, but did the picture come up on the screen? Because I didn't even hear anything when that donation came through. So
no, I didn't hear anything either.
no,
so
it
maybe
should have done, but I don't know. It didn't.
All right.
Why
Anyway, getting back to
1875? That's oh god. It's the football club I support was founded in 1875, and it's on the badge. So I had to have a number at the end of the name because Kevin Logan was already taken. So there, boring. No one cares.
Oh, people were saying it came up, but it was laggy. I don't know. Anyway,
Really?
getting back to the topic.
It's a celebration gritty as well. Oh, outrageous. So, yeah, unanimously turned down because it's nothing. That was the one that Trump called the big one, and it got turned down. Just delete
Yes.
it. Seriously, inject all of this into every vein in my fucking body.
What? Yeah, and he was really bigging this up all week apparently with people.
Yeah. No,
Or
he was
since
saying
it was
this.
filed.
Yeah, well, he literally filed to intervene, which they allowed. That's fine. I got no problem with that. If the president wants to stand in there and say, "Yeah, I'll put my name to this shit," that's fine, no problem.
Yeah.
And a slightly weird thing, which I don't know if I'm for or against particularly, but what was it? There were 2 judges, Alito and someone else. Where is it? There were 2 of them.
Thomas.
Who said, yeah, they've taken their thing that a state, you shouldn't out of hand dismiss a state's suit. Even if it's as ridiculous as that's their position. So they said, yeah, we'll allow you to file then, but then instantly rejected it because there's nothing to it.
Yes, yeah.
On merit, purely on merit, they went, no, there's nothing here. Go away.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. They haven't demonstrated that they have any standing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a basic legal concept that people on the far right don't want to deal with. You can't just say, I'm making an accusation of voter fraud, therefore I've been harmed, therefore my state has justification. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You can't, Texas can't show any harm that it's received by the way that the other states, conducted their elections, other than they didn't like the outcome.
Yeah, which again,
that was it.
They can't legally challenge that. No one cares if you like the outcome. Fuck off. Anyway, the US Supreme Court sounded the legal death knell for President Donald Trump's effort to overturn the election results, rejecting a Texas lawsuit he had christened as the big one, as clearing the path for Joe Biden. Well, the path wasn't fucking unclear anyway, but whatever, for Biden to become the 46th. 45th, really. Fuck you, Grover Cleveland. Don't even make me go into it again. In an effectively unanimous order late Friday, the justices barred Texas from filing suit directly at the High Court to challenge Biden's win in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The order ensures that those states can cast their vote for Biden in the Electoral College on Monday, which they will. And get ready for more MAGA tears then. Trust me, I think I will be covering them. But following on from that, that's the basic story. The right wing have been absolutely losing their shit. And
cool.
We're just going to laugh at them. There's literally nothing more to this show than me and Christy laughing at idiots. Now, there's some serious elements to it, because a lot of them are making threats. Know this, most of them are weird, larpy idiots who are just ranting on the internet. Some of them will do some terrorism, though. Probably.
Yeah, well, we've got the whole live march going on right now, and they're just looking for an excuse to kick off, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to be going through coping MAGA, and Parler Takes has had some awesome stuff as well. But anyway, yeah, they've been losing their fucking shit. Is this on the screen? It is on the screen. Perfectly on the
Yes,
screen.
it is.
Hey everyone, be happy. Q predicted this outcome from the outset. Did he? When did that happen? No,
No,
Q
and no
predicted
one
that Donald Trump would win the election in a landslide.
Yes. So, because otherwise people would be like, what about the plan? What about the plan?
Oh, they are. Oh, the Donald Duck win. Oh, it's too perfect. Oh, sorry. Anyway, all in good time, Give. The military is the only way. A little bit of treason.
What?
There. Suggesting a little bit of treason. The military selected Donald John Trump to lead us down this complex path to victory, to re-establish our republic. If anything, this validates Q even more than ever. Buckle up.
He's saying get ready for a fascism.
Yeah.
That's basically a military coup to install Trump, and they're like, yay!
Even more Q nonsense. Before you get mixed reactions about what SCOTUS did in the Texas lawsuit, you have to be reminded...
Mixed reactions.
I know. Amazing. About the military comms that was sent on Twitter recently, and even with Dan Scavino, 17 stealth bombers tweet last night. A person said the number 17 in a tweet, and as we know, Q is the 17th letter of the alphabet, so basically anytime the number 17 pops up ever, they're like, oh, that's a Q thing. No,
oh, God.
It isn't. It isn't remotely a Q thing. What are you talking about? You fucking lunatics.
Prime number.
Pastor Greg Locke. Oh, bless him. I will not stop fighting. The media is spinning the truth. Trump is going to win.
What is this future tense stuff, Pastor? What do you mean going to?
Trump is going to win. How is that going to happen, Greg?
Honestly, it's just a denial of reality. They are heavy in the denial phase. This one.
Oh, this is nice. Do you want to read out the Pede James?
Not in the fucking mood for memes. Our fucking country is being torn away from us before our very eyes.
We need guidance from POTUS right now. And I'm sure he's trolling around on the Donald Duck win for dickheads like you two. To be like, I'll tell you what, these people need instruction. No, he's literally holed up in the White House. There was a Christmas do. I don't know if you know this. I got it on my profile, didn't I? Because I tweeted this out. He's gone into full hiding cope mode after the ceremony, after the judgment. Where are we? I might have to scroll down a little bit.
He's just tweeting ridiculous things on Twitter.
Well, he's done that as well. But this was last night, literally after the judgment. There was a party. Here we go. This is from Maggie Haberman, the White House correspondent of the New York Times. At the White House Christmas party, guests were informed about 10 minutes ago that the president won't be joining them to make remarks. And I thought, I know he's in a lot of pain right now, and that makes me so happy. Oh, God, that makes me happy.
This is just a cherry on the top of my day, honestly. This is the best knowledge I've had. Wow. He was having such a temper tantrum. He couldn't pull it together enough to have a nice, civil
to just go
Christmas party for other
and
people.
Talk to people
and make remarks.
Yeah. No, I'm not getting out of my fucking jammies. Fuck off.
No, I love it. I love it. He's such an embarrassment. How embarrassing for everybody who was there.
He's a child.
Jeez.
He's a fucking child.
He is a child.
Yeah.
God. Oh, that just makes me tingle.
Yeah, but he's definitely... Well, maybe he's upstairs trolling around on the Donald Duck win for just that last huff of copium. The desperateness of it all. Fucking hell.
Oh, so sad.
The Supreme Court completely folded and betrayed America. Interesting take. Thank you, Christina.
Yeah.
Oh, God, some people. Cheaters never prosper. Citation needed. Biden won't be president. Citation needed. The Supreme Court just threw out the Texas case. What is going on? Okay, babe. Well done. Oh, God. There's larpy shitbags. If our Supreme Court can't do the right thing with overwhelming evidence that America gets what it deserves,
What
Civil War
evidence?
2.0. I'll take my 7.62 over 5.56 over double-headed dildos and spatulas any day. Let's do this. I know you think your enemy here is the double-headed dildo spatula SJW. I didn't realise that spatula SJWs were a thing, but okay.
No, I don't even have a spatula.
Well,
I mean,
that's what the S stands
for.
It's Spatula Justice Warriors.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that's who you think your enemy will be in Civil War 2.0. I assure you it won't be. The US military will drone strike you before they ever have to meet you on battlefield. Who do you think you're going up against here? You're doing sedition. The US Army will just take you the fuck out. And if you think, oh, the US Army wouldn't fire on its own people, the what do you call it? The not National Guard. The who was anyway? They executed the guy in Portland. Trump literally boasted about it. They didn't go there to arrest him. They went.
Probably marshals.
The US Marshals.
US Marshals, maybe.
They went and executed a US citizen on US soil because of political disagreements. You think you've got a chance? Like, this is the thing I want to say to these fucking impotent losers. You can't win this. Even if you are serious about doing a civil war, they've got drones. What do you think? What do you think you and your mate's fucking hunting rifle are gonna do? It's nothing. You've got no chance. It's embarrassing.
Can you imagine if people had been doing this over Al Gore? Well, first of all, like, who the fuck would do this over Al Gore? But, it's just that Democrats didn't do this when it went before the Supreme Court because the parties had standing. And the court issued something that it's not supposed to do, which is a decision that wasn't supposed to set precedent, And then, so, yeah.
Do you want to read out this one?
This is, sure. Our republic and its constitution were just betrayed in the high court by 3 so-called conservatives. I'm so furious. I'm shaking.
Shaking. This person is shaking with rage. And I'll be honest, that gives me life. Yeah, I am powered by these tears. Thank you.
And I have to say that this is why the founders wanted lifetime appointments.
Yeah.
Because once they're on that court, they just go, fuck y'all. I mean, I got a job for life. So I can do whatever the fuck I want, and you can't hold me accountable. The only thing that, you can impeach them if they, screw up, do something potentially illegal or unethical or whatever. But if they just do their jobs properly, I mean, that's a double-edged sword, but it does mean that they aren't. I mean, look at how the congressmen, mostly, and women, but look at how the GOP Congress members behaved.
Yeah. By
signing on to that, that amicus brief. They were all willing to just violate their oaths to the Constitution and have the election be thrown over. Or at least, they did that to virtue signal to their constituents, which just reinforces it as valid.
Yeah.
It's just
and the most pathetic thing is they signed on to it and then 48 hours later it was done. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
We've got yes. That's gifted a sub. Oh, thank you for gifting a sub. That's for some reason that one doesn't get a gritty. I don't know why, but that one didn't get a gritty. If you give money, apparently it does though. I don't know. But thank you anyway. To K.
You'll check the settings tomorrow.
If I remember. I tried to upload a different thing as well, different sound for it, but it didn't work. But I'll try again. Anyway, yeah, some major copium bullshit here. SCOTUS was never going to never the objective, which is nice. Which, yes, it was. Literally, your entire argument for the last month was, we'll keep losing in these little courts, but we go to the Supreme Court, right? And then the Supreme Court 9-0 bitch slapped you little fools.
Yeah.
Anyway, then why sacrificing your tower to take a pawn? I don't know that this person knows what chess is.
No. Okay. That's the rook, right?
Well, no, but a pawn isn't worth a great deal. But the point is, to compare this to this, what is their tower exactly here? And if this was a pawn, why did Trump call it
I was like, I thought you were talking about the correct name.
Oh, no. Yes. Well, it's not called the tower, is it? It's the knight or whatever? I don't know.
It's castle.
Castle.
Yeah, the knight looks like a knight, and the bishop looks like
None
a
of them
pointy
look
thing.
like anything. They all, apart from the horse. The knight looks like a horse.
The horses look like something. Yeah.
Trump must declare martial law to save the republic.
Oh my God. We have to destroy the village to save the village. We have to destroy democracy to save democracy, because it's not really democracy. We're just calling it that, but really it's fascism.
Literally, they're so fucking insane with their nonsense now. All three of President Trump's Supreme Court nominees rejected the Texas lawsuit. Think about that for a second. Does this comply with logic at all? I don't have all the answers, but there is clearly something else at play here. Let this marinate for a few days.
It's called the Constitution. It's called like the legal process and system. I mean, yeah, it's astounding to me that all of these people, for all their so-called love of America, have no idea how it works. No idea.
Gritty, also fuck you, Kev. Yeah, why is that? Hang on. I'm gonna try and do it live, see if it changes it. Hang on. Test.
All right, we're gonna
test widgets. I'm
we're all
testing
gonna
widgets.
watch Kevin.
That's what's supposed to happen. Christy saw that, right?
I
Celebration.
saw that. Now I'm looking on the tablet. Yeah, that showed up on the tablet.
Yeah. So why isn't it showing up for everyone else? Did everyone else see the Gritty?
That came up in the tablet. Well, I don't know about Twitch, but on YouTube it came up.
No Gritty. Why is it not doing Gritty?
I saw the Gritty. They're lying. I saw the Gritty in the upper left-hand corner. What are you guys talking about?
You saw it there, actually on the. Yes,
Yeah, on
I
the
did.
tablet,
Yes.
in the
Oh,
upper
so it is
left-hand
coming through.
corner.
Yeah, Gritty. Yeah, okay. You should. So there's someone playing with me, dickheads. Anyway, cursed image. The guardian of Western civilization.
Oh, you turned the screen off for me, by the way.
Good.
I don't
That's
know
what
how
I
that
intended
happened.
to do. Honest.
Sure you did.
Anyway, so yeah, that's Trump, I think, and then I don't know who he's against here.
Oh God.
Just some people on horses.
Oh, God.
Okay. Oh, Nick Fuentes being upset
I
gives me
swear.
life.
Can I just say again, this whole like weird this weird submissive masculinity to perceived alpha.
Yeah.
That somehow you get his power by submitting to him. There's a lot of like submissiveness, like for all the sort of dominance that masculinity is supposed to associate with. A lot of these guys just like want to follow someone. They just want to like
They want
they
a
want
daddy.
to love their daddy.
Yeah.
They want a daddy.
Yeah.
They want a fucking daddy. Yeah.
Anyway, Nick Fuentes is unhappy, and when Nazis are unhappy,
Oh, good.
I am happy. If a Democrat presidential candidate was cheated out of a rightful election win, there would be no question that this candidate would be supported unanimously and without hesitation by every Democrat politician and judge in the country at every top level. The GOP is worthless!
Okay.
74 million. It was 75 earlier. Trump said 75. I'm not sure where he got that number from, but 74 million Trump voters have been betrayed and disenfranchised by the so-called conservative Supreme Court that President Trump appointed. Did he? All of them. Certainly a third, but not all of them. No fewer than 5 Republican-controlled state legislators and 3 Republican governors that we voted for, and the entirety of the GOP. All 3 Trump Supreme Court nominees, Gorsuch, Kavanaugh and Barrett, voted to decline to hear Texas's case about vote fraud.
You've gone super quiet again.
Oh.
Just in the... Oh, that's better.
Yeah,
By the way, Tony in the chat... Yeah, Tony in the chat is saying that it worked when you tested it, but not during the regular donations. Although I don't think we wanted to do a whole live stream where you fix your bugs. So just note that it didn't work during the donation, but it worked during the donation test.
Okay, hang on. So, right. So hang on. Well, I've got messages that I didn't even fucking get to then because I wasn't aware they happened. Yo, Kev. I must know from Christy, not you. Okay. What do you think civil war will look like? Like when you... So this is a question for Christy on my fucking stream, thank you. Like when you think of it, what is it you think they imagine? Paint me a word picture like you do in one of your French boys. That went weird.
I like that. That made me laugh. I think that when we covered Marigeddon, that's sort of like the opening chapter of this, where this self-righteous band of self-appointed heroes who have always known what was coming and are just waiting to be proven right, take to the woods, and then they manage to somehow, outgun the UN, who is there with their representatives from China and Russia, but marked with the communist symbol. I think it's
Oh,
a
yes. We're
complete
going
sort
to
of like,
Merrigeddon.
yeah, it's basically like like a video game fantasy. I think. I mean, I don't know what they think what's going to happen after if they won, which of course they wouldn't do. But that's I hope I painted a picture of words.
Well, that's the thing. They think it is. They think it's a video game. They, honest to God, think it's a fucking video game. That they don't seem to realise the US military is the most powerful military force that's ever been amassed on the globe. What do you think they're going to do? Just stand by and let states just walk away? Like, this was really quite conclusive. The secession thing was conclusively put
we haven't
to
even
bed
talked about
in the
that yet.
1860s.
Oh, well, it was brought up again today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I bookmarked that. Alan West, the piece of shit. That man should be in jail. No doubt about it. Or at least, imprisoned, awaiting trial for sedition or treason or whatever. Yeah, that was rather conclusively done. And if the South wants to try it again, and I'm reminded, he's a racist motherfucker, or was a racist motherfucker, he's very dead now, of course, of William Tecumseh Sherman's fantastic line. He said, "We need to make war against the South so brutal that generations will pass before they once again pray and aid it."
Wow. Well,
And generations, unfortunately, have passed since then, of course. And maybe some people need a refresher course. Maybe some people are asking for a refresher course. All I'll say is, look at what they did to Atlanta last time, and now they've got nuclear weapons. I don't think it's going to work out well for you.
Well, I think that, I don't see, if there was to be some sort of domestic unrest, if you want to call it a civil war, it would be more like modern terrorist tactics than it would be like the Civil War, because states aren't going to vote to secede, which means we're in a state of asymmetrical sort of military attacks. And so, they would be targeting, anything they perceived as left. And trying to disrupt things with an aim of, like trying to get one state or two states or something. I don't know.
Well,
I'm speculating.
It was armies versus armies. Whether you want to, I consider very much the Confederate armies to be terrorists, but whatever. They were a genuine armed force. And there were proper pitched battles, some of which, like Antietam and Gettysburg and all the rest of it, are like national monument parks now. There wouldn't be battlefields in Civil War 2.0. There would be craters where fucking crazy militia hideouts used to be. And there wouldn't be a
like
battlefield.
9/11 memorials.
Yeah, there would be fucking drone craters where terrorists used to be, and that is it.
I mean, I think a good model would be the IRA in the 70s.
Yeah, well, to a degree, yeah. Although I would argue that America wouldn't even need to go quite down that line, because there isn't another place it can go. I suppose the difference in the dynamic is they're trying to fight for them to join a different country. In a legal sense, I consider it to be the same country, it's one united island, but in a political sense, they want them to join the Republic of Ireland. Whereas in this case, they're they're not going to something else. They just want to be independent. No, the US Army will just walk in there and take it again.
I think that, it's not, there's no popular uprising. This is very much a fringe movement. It's the same thing that people on the far left have, is that most people just don't want a revolution. Like, they don't want to disrupt their lives. They just want to try to improve it, rather than destroy it and start over.
Like I say, most of these people are LARPing shitbags, impotently typing away on a computer, and then are going to have a wank later and calm down. That's it.
No, I mean,
some of them are terrorists.
I think
some of them will actually do some fucked up shit.
And we do know, for instance, that some white supremacists deliberately go into the police force. They deliberately go into the military in order to get this kind of training. But they're not all like militia people. If you've ever seen these marches, they're not all like fit soldier SEAL material.
And even those elements within the US military, the Army Chief of Staff came out when Trump was literally saying there must be alternate ways of getting around this, and made a speech apropos of nothing, seemingly, about how the US Army serves the Constitution and takes its oath to the people and to the country, not to a leader. Now that's apropos of nothing. So basically, that's a way of saying we're not on board with this shit. We're not going to like do a coup for you, Donald. Is the basic gist of that. So yeah.
Go fuck yourself, Donald.
Talking of people being kind of terroristy, quote from Neon Reagan, which is an interesting name. Judges will not do their job until some start to hang from trees.
Oh, great. Great. They're right to calling you for killing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just calling for the murder of judges. By the way, just on that note, I bet Neon Reagan was one of these pricks celebrating when Barrett was put on the court. How'd that work out for you?
Well, they think it's a quid pro quo.
Yeah.
I do for you, you do for me. And again, that's not how a lifetime appointment works.
Yep. This is Red Elephants, who are famous sort of neo-Nazi, or famous in those circles, whatever. Anyway, SCOTUS rejects Texas lawsuit, and now it's time to burn the Republican Party to the ground. Never forget who did this to us, Republicans, plain and simple. Oh, yes. Just yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, it's the shoe on head take on the DNC. Just burn it to the ground. You know, so now they've got their own version of that.
True, but at least, like, I mean, they've riled up their base to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've made that they've made their own bed in that regard.
Oh, definitely, that's true. I mean, they follow their cultists. They don't try to rein them in.
Yeah.
And when they can't do the impossible, then they get pulled down with them. Yeah. Good.
Absolutely. Someone needs a crash course in US civics, I think. Please fire all 3 Trump justices. They did not come through for Trump. SCOTUS will be fine with 6 members. That isn't how that works.
Yeah. Well,
That isn't remotely how that works.
No, but if Trump wants to fire those 3 judges and then Biden can appoint 3 more, I'm down with that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think that, again, assuming we want to do this legally,
it's not going to happen.
He's going to have to go.
Yeah, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Especially because they're about
They'd
to go
have
on
to be
holiday.
impeached off the
They're about to
chart,
go,
yes.
Yeah, they're about to go on fucking Christmas break.
I think they can only be removed through impeachment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
they have to be impeached.
Yeah, so they have to be impeached and then kicked out by the Senate. And these motherfuckers,
I mean, I could see
motherfuckers are already on the turkey table. Like, they're not even giving a shit right now.
Honestly, if the GOP held the House, there would be calls to impeach them, and they might do it.
Oh yeah.
And then they had the Senate too. They could do that actually, but thank God, we've got the Dems, so don't have to get caught up in that drama. Blah blah blah. Then Biden would get it, so maybe it wouldn't all work out. Anyway,
should we have a taste of the Donald that win? Do you want to do this one?
Sure. Of course they pulled this shit on a Friday night. No wonder Soros and company were acting so goddamn smug. They had Trump's own appointees in their pocket the whole time. Motherfucking goods!
Soros moves in mysterious ways, praise be upon him.
Yes. Through Trump appointments.
Exactly. How many Trump appointees have to turn out to eventually be deep state Sorosians until they realise that either Trump is also a deep state Sorosian or the most incompetent boob in history?
Amazing. Just anyone who doesn't do exactly what they want is against them.
But he put them all in place. What? He's an idiot then. I mean, he is, but just for different reasons.
Yes, they're his appointees.
Yeah. I'll do the top one, you can do the bottom one. That's what she said. Betrayed by the Supreme Court, betrayed by the Supreme Court, maybe shouldn't have put a bunch of rhino pieces of garbage in there. The Democrats put far-left ideologues in the Supreme Court. Citation fucking needed.
Yeah.
The Republicans put Democrats in the Supreme Court. What? What the fuck are you talking? Egg of delusion. Good name. Suitable. Yeah.
How is this possible? Why is literally every motherfucker corrupt?
Stay mad.
Mommy.
Stay mad, you little bitches. So I think this concludes the jury box phase. We know what's next, right?
Posting on the internet?
No, internet under lockdown. The site will be gone. All conservative voices will be gone.
You always reveal what you would do in these situations.
Yeah. Oh, these
Oh,
people. The
conservatives
Donald
will
Duck
be
win has been
gone.
so fun. Oh my God, they're lunatics. Raheem Kassam, who is British, says, secede? Okay. Thanks for that input there, babe.
Who? Where? What? The Dakotas are gonna fucking go. Honestly, nobody would notice. You can go around you. It's fine. We have.
Well, because then under
planes.
my plan, if they do secede, then Montana gets one senator to itself. So
There you go.
all the more.
Honestly.
Anyway, do you want to read this one?
All right. I can't wait for Trump. Wait, sorry. I'm going to do my southern accent now. I can't wait until Trump is inaugurated and we all see what the strategy ended up being. Right now, it's totally unknowable and unpredictable by design. How I wish I could be a fly on the wall.
You're a fly on a turd. What are you talking about?
Honestly,
I don't know what it is, but it's definitely true, because they said it's going to be true. The fact that it looks absolutely hopeless. Fucking hell. The copium.
yes, and this guy could be
Don't
on.
for a fucking
yeah.
second. Any motherfucker out there who tells you this is anything remotely like 2016, suck my dick. This is ridiculous. This is off the charts. Fucking Hillary Clinton conceded, and everyone, even the person that was screaming, the famous "no," that meme. They didn't say that they weren't accepting the thing. They were just annoyed that the inauguration took place. They didn't like it, but they weren't saying, I can't wait till Hillary Clinton wins."
No, I was basically organizing a way to stay in DC for the march at this point 4 years ago. I was just going to march to show that I was going to resist all of the things that Trump was going to do in the next 4 years. So it wasn't about just, like bringing down the walls of the White House.
Oh, God. Oh, this is so sad. I think it's 4chan or 8chan, one of them. Well, whatever particular brand of pedo scum this happens to be. How could she do this? That's Amy Cooper. Yeah, I saw this one too. I think it was this thread. And then there's this amazing one, which I've just seen as well. I deleted my ACB FAP folder. Never again.
Oh, man. Wow.
That's genius.
Are you okay?
That's genius. I mean, okay, if she's your sort of thing, but why did you post that? Why did you post you had an ACB FAP folder, you fucking loser? Jesus Christ.
Did your microphone get pointed down again? Because you leaned back and got a bit quiet.
No, well, I leaned back because,
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, apologies. Sorry, I just need to speak.
Are you wiping tears away from your eyes?
I'm a little bit, yeah. Tears of joy, though. Tears of joy, people. Epoch Times, blah, blah, blah. Military it is. And then 5D chess, hold the line. But how many Ds? How many?
Yeah.
It's nonsense. You fucking lost. God wins. I'll suck my anus. Anyway. I hope these people stay mad. Oh my God. Oh.
What is this?
I don't even know. I just saw it and it's just... Trump people are scum. They really are. God damn. Anyway. They say he colluded. Didn't. They say obstructed. Didn't. They say he abused. Didn't. They say he extorted. Didn't. They say he raped. Huh?
Meh?
They say he didn't pay taxes. That doesn't even have a rejection. They're not even denying that. They say he's always lying. We say he won by a lot.
High five.
Okay, thanks for that, Anthony. That's good work.
All right. Okay.
I don't know what this one is. Let's have a look.
I'm going to rest easy tonight. I'm going to tell you why. I don't know who needs to hear this, whether you're liberal, conservative. Don't really care who you are. There was 100% voter fraud in this election. It will be found out. Donald Trump will be reelected in January, and he'll be your president for another 4 years. You'll have a great night.
So literally just outright denial. Okay. Thank you for that, whoever the fuck you are.
Look, I liked Obama.
Yeah.
I didn't like Obama so much that I would overthrow democracy for him. I mean, honestly, it's like these people have never lost an election before.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had these before. We know how a transfer of power works. And yeah, you get to be sulky for a little while, but eventually, you got to pull up your grown-up pants or skirt or, I don't know, some sort of like tweeny thing, or whatever, jorts. No, don't put on jorts. Jorts are terrible. And you get on and you start thinking about how you can make your arguments to the voters better next time.
Yeah.
But they don't want to live in the glory days of the past. Oh, look, a kid in the tree.
Yeah, we might as well do some bookmarks while I'm here. Yeah, someone pointed this out. Baked Alaska got arrested. Lol.
Oh, I did.
Was that you? Okay, thank you to you. Yeah. So he got arrested for he maced someone, which is really shit.
Can we go? Oh, just open it. Just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
which is really dumb because he got maced at Charlottesville, so I don't even know what. Okay, what am I looking for? Just read it, or
yeah.
Okay. Hang on, where are we? When we last heard from Baked Alaska, real name Tim Giannett, in October, the alt-right troll was up in Flagstaff harassing retail employees. I remember that, yeah. And almost getting arrested. He seems not to have learned his lesson. Last night, Giannett was hauled away by Scottsdale police after pepper spraying a bouncer. Oh, that's a good idea. Because there's not a lot there are other bouncers who were going to kill you.
And no, yeah. These bouncers, that's not someone who's professionally designed, or their job is to defend themselves and kick your ass out of their property.
Yeah. I mean, if there's one group of people, other than maybe the police, because they will shoot you, who you don't want to,
boxers.
You don't necessarily want to get off on the wrong foot with.
Black belts.
Yeah, yeah. Psychopaths. That sort of thing. In a clip from one of his live streams reposted on a far-right Reddit clone, Giannett can be seen getting kicked out of what looks like Gilligan's Bar and Shrimp Hut, which is very American-sounding, in Old Town Scottsdale.
He live streamed himself getting arrested?
Again. This is Jesus Christ. You're just in here trying to antagonise people, a bouncer says. After a back and forth in which Giannett refuses to leave the edge of the property line at the bar's entrance, the bouncer yells at him and then shoves him. Giannett stumbles backwards about 6 feet on the sidewalk. As his companions yell at the bouncer, Giannett pulls out a pouch containing a pepper spray capsule. He removes it, takes a step toward the bouncer and blasts him in the face from about 5 feet away. After getting hit, the man turns his back. He then tries to turn again. Giannett blasts him a second time. Oh, what a lovely man he is. Seemingly unfazed, the bouncer informs Giannett he has committed chemical assault with his colleague, while his colleague calls the police. For those unfamiliar with Giannett, he has previously tweeted about sending Jewish people to the gas chambers, hung out with neo-Nazi blogger Andrew Anglin, and chanted the white supremacy slogan, "You will not replace us," at the Charlottesville Torchlight rally. Last year, Giannett moved to the Phoenix area, and after being booted from most major social media sites, has moved into a shady right-wing ecosystem where he posts loud blah blah blah. Is there any more about the thing?
No, I don't see it. I'm kind of
Flagstaff police said Giannett was not arrested in that incident, but that was not the case in Scottsdale last night. Another clip shows Giannett being loaded into the back of a Scottsdale police vehicle while one of his companions uses the N-word to refer to the officers, none of whom appear to be black. Oh, great. Okay, I mean, that's just weird. Then.
Why didn't he get arrested for disturbing the peace?
Yeah.
Or
you should, really. But this is Arizona police, so they're probably like, yeah, we agree. We agree with your use of the N-word because we are also racists. Scottsdale Online court records show that Anthony Joseph Giannett is facing 3 charges: assault, disorderly conduct, and criminal trespassing. They show in custody arraignment at 9:45 this morning, meaning he likely spent the night in jail. Dickhead. Anyway. Update. Oh, it's update.
Idiot.
Update. Here we go. According to the Scottsdale police report, Gilligan's employees told police that Giannett and his friends were asked to leave after their filming made people uncomfortable. After the mace attack, someone watching the live stream called Scottsdale police, blah blah blah. When he was interviewed, Giannett told them he was an influencer. God. And his involvement with HBO and Netflix. Oh no. Oh, that's so cringe. He said that people will often call places where he is streaming and try to get him thrown out. Jeanette claimed that the bouncer was advancing on him. You were filming it. What? And he was in fear of his life. He deployed the pepper spray. Police then showed Jeanette a video of the confrontation, and he laughed when it showed him and his friends making homophobic and derogatory remarks towards the bouncer. When the officers asked if the video...
He laughed at his own conviction.
Yeah, video would show the bouncer advancing towards Jeanette. He said another angle would be needed. When the officer said the video showed the whole encounter, Jeanette said he no longer wanted to speak with the officer. You do have the right to remain silent, that is true.
Yeah, you should take it immediately.
You can plead the fifth, that's fine. I mean, you are guilty as fuck, so it doesn't really make any difference.
Yeah, but you got yourself on tape.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Exactly. Don't
you got
film
yourself
doing
on
crimes. For God's sake. Jeanette was released at 12:25 p.m. Friday without bail. His next hearing is scheduled for Tuesday. Blah de blah. But the bouncer's recovering, so that's okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's a video.
Oh God. Oh. Let's have a look at him being arrested, I suppose.
Yes, terrible.
Yeah, it's only a minute.
They sat him on the fucking curb.
We have video evidence we can show you right now, Scottsdale. We have the video right now, Scottsdale. We have video evidence right now, Scottsdale. I can still yell. The music's louder than me.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to listen to that dickhead. I just want to see him get locked up.
There he is. It looks like he was already cuffed.
You know, at the start of the video, he sat on the curb. Look, that's
with
it.
his
They
hands
sat him on
behind
the
his back.
curb and they've just cuffed him, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at his cuff being marched away. Like the common criminal that he is.
Yep.
Do you actually see anything?
Wow, you guys are bad at this.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There's a good shot.
There he is.
He's being read his rights, probably.
Almost.
Or
certainly.
recited.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Look at the master race here. Good stuff. Yeah, love that. I'm so glad these people are genetically superior. I mean, really. Look,
Yeah.
Stay the fuck back or I will shoot you cunt. Just stay back.
Yeah, and put your mask up.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's back to Lasky getting arrested. That's nice.
That's amazing.
Yes, this is quite nice. Top conservative cat's like a parody thing. Supreme Court rules that Texas is not the boss of Pennsylvania and should mind their own fucking business and stop wasting the court's time with bullshit. Fair point. Gad sad is the definition of cringe. It's not related to anything, it's just a thing that I thought was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
He wrote that about himself. No, you have to read that out what he wrote about himself.
I'm about to unleash the sword of mercy upon the infidels, my family, as I crush their spirit in risk. General Sir Gad, universal archetype of toxic masculinity, you absolute fucking cancer. Go away. Anyway.
So pathetic.
Parlour Takes has been an absolute joy. An absolute joy. We'll do this alternate. I'll do the first, and then I'll, whatever. What? No civil war, I assume?
Bunch of bullshit. Those in the court are in bed with all deep staters.
It's true. They are. We're all in bed together. It's a massive bed. What the fuck? Where the hell are you getting your news from? Frowny face.
The news place. America is just a province of China now.
It's true.
What the fuck is he?
That is how that works, yeah. Here's a kitty in a tree.
Yeah. Oh, so good.
You're not supposed
This
to
is
be
for me,
there.
right? That's for me. This is for me. You built this for me. Mine. Yes, gnawing on it.
More
I
parlour.
hope it's not plastic.
It's not over. Trust God. Trust Trump. It's not a religion, though. It's not a weird culty thing at all. You're just literally putting Trump on a pedestal with the creator of the universe. Sorry.
In your eyes, anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. Presumably, they're talking about the Christian God, who is a creator God and all of that.
Yes.
I don't want to get into too deep theology, but there we go. That is a bunch of crap. Supreme Court is playing politics also. If this isn't constitutional issue, what is? Only other remedy states have now is secession. Please do try that, Asian patriot. Okay, fine.
Look, just read their decision and then read up on the concepts. Like, look at a video. I watched a video today on what standing means because I wanted to make sure I understood it. And it's a 3-part test.
It's when you're not
You can
sat
go
down,
look it up yourself.
isn't it? It's the opposite of sitting down.
Mm-hmm.
USA is dead to me. You can always leave. I'm reliably told by conservatives all the time that you can leave.
Yeah.
If you don't love it, leave it.
Bye.
Glad I never joined the military to serve such a pathetic land.
Oh, so angry. So much angers.
Oh, the crying faces.
Should I do this one?
Please
It is Brittany,
do.
after all. Crying face, crying face, crying face, crying face. Does that mean that's it? It's over? We hit a brick wall and the fight is over? Cry, 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 emocons. I honestly need something for the anxiety I'm having now. I guess it's time to train myself to defend myself for what's about to happen.
What do they think is happening?
You need to calm down, Brittany. Fucking calm down, Brittany.
Joe
You
Biden's
lived through
gonna open
Obama.
gulags.
It's fine.
Yeah, Joe Biden's going to fucking kill all the white people, clearly. Oh, these fucking people. Baby hippo.
It's so tiny. Oh
2
my
hours
gosh,
old.
is that a person? Oh my gosh. Hi, welcome to the world.
That's
Wow, look at
a
you.
shoe thing. Or, well, we
Yeah,
call
a
them
person behind.
Wellingtons, but I don't know what you call them.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe.
Oh, a longer one, but good. A 9-0 Supreme Court ruling on Texas case would really help America. Now, you're thinking to yourself, no, you're thinking to yourself, this was this was written just before it came out.
15
Yeah.
hours ago from when this was taken, yeah. And the 11th, yeah.
With the facts and law on our side, okay, and a Conservative majority, I'm almost certain that we'll win this case. That's when the narrator comes across.
Yeah.
They didn't win the case. The nonsensical responses of the defendant states make me think we could get a 9-0 ruling. Well, you did, just not in the way you wanted.
Yeah.
Which would be awesome for America. Lefty justices can make some terrible decisions, but in this case, I don't think they can do that without doing severe damage to their personal legacies. I honestly hope the lefties on the Supreme Court have some integrity left in them. It would be great to be able to respond to Trump stole the election with the Supreme Court ruled 9-0. It is, yeah, you're right. It is good to respond with that, yeah. Shame you can't. We can though, so yeah.
I just don't know how these people think the courts work. The courts just can't do whatever they want. They have to follow the law, and the law has existed for like centuries, as you know, it's developed over time. But what do they think was going to happen? Who was going to enforce their decision? Like, even if they got what they wanted, who was going to enforce it on Wisconsin and Georgia and Pennsylvania and Michigan? Who? The military? What, members of Congress? Like, how is this going to play out?
One of the most delicious aspects of this is Milo Yiannopoulos absolutely melting down.
Tell me.
Do you remember
more.
Milo Yiannopoulos? You probably don't. I'll remind you. He was weird. He was a weird conservative grifty person who looked like he was going to be the superstar of American grifting. And then some clips surfaced. I had a very, very minor role in it. I'm very proud of it, but a tiny role in there. And his career was ruined. Lol. Anyway, he was kind of defending the raping of children. It's a thing. Anyway.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I think it's important here it's to say that what he was arguing does equate to rape, but he was making the argument that what kids can make up their own minds is, at 12 on whether or not they can have sex, and they can't. That's why we have consent laws.
He was supporting the continued rape of children, especially by one particular Catholic priest who he said raped him. It was very, very strange. It was just essentially weird pro-pedophilia, which is ironic because he's done some weird posting and stuff in recent times. But I'm like, you're anti-kid fucking now. Okay, interesting. Turn of events, perhaps. Anyway, although Q, of course, are basically pro-pedophilia. They're just hiding it. It's all projection, as always. Anyway, I'm not going to bother shouting the whole thing, but it's all caps locks, obviously. Burn the Republican Party to the fucking ground. Nice.
Wow. Imagine Republicans having to look even further to their right.
Yeah, by the way, Milo, you aren't an American as well, so I mean, like, just saying. Look, you can comment on it. I'm not American either, but I'm not saying burn anything to the ground. Well, unless we go 1812 again, in which case the White House is in trouble. Just saying.
I think they've got better sprinkler systems this time.
Yeah, but we've got more fire. That's the way that goes. Trump's SCOTUS appointments were pointless. We defended a selfish clown for nothing. Oh, he's turning on Trump. He's turning on Trump.
More.
Oh,
I want more.
Inject it into my fucking bell end now.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so sad. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I lost everything helping to put Trump in office.
No.
Oh, let it wash
No,
over
you lost it because you defended
the waves
sexual
of
abuse
salt.
of children.
It's like this is like a wave machine in the Dead Sea. It's just beautiful. My life and career were completely destroyed. Was it worth it? No. I feel utterly betrayed. I will have vengeance.
What?
He's fucking Skeletor now.
I could picture that actually.
I will have you cockhead. You're ranting on Parler. I will have my vengeance. You sound like this is what Partridge would be like if he was a fascist. This is fascist Alan Partridge.
Get closer to the mic.
Fascist Alan Partridge.
Put that on a t-shirt.
I am dedicating the rest of my life to the destruction of the Republican Party.
Milo, don't tweet angry. Don't tweet angry. It's not like these things will live on the internet forever. I'm dedicating the rest of my life to the destruction. Yeah, well, fine. I'll bring popcorn.
What a larpy piece of shit. What a weird larpy loser. Oh, that's beautiful. Fucking hell, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a moment. My nipples can't get harder than this. I'm sorry. It's just they need to calm down.
You want to savor it. You don't want to go through it too fast.
Exactly. This amount of salt, seriously, you will fucking dehydrate.
Yeah, drink lots of water,
You'll
people.
end up like a kipper.
Pace yourself.
Anyway, this is where it gets a bit terroristy.
Oh, great.
We'll alternate again.
Okay.
War it is, and that's in bold. So.
I don't think I can say that. We KILL now.
We KI double hockey sticks. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Low scale asymmetrical warfare.
Yep, that's kind of what we were talking about before. God damn it, buckle the fuck up. Here we go. LARPer.
Yeah, it's weird LARPy shit. Even the traitors in our families.
God. Wow. These people are dangerous.
They're a cult. That's precisely what they are.
Yeah.
There goes our constitutional republic. ...
What? Now the law of the land don't exist. It's time for everybody to open their businesses the fuck up and fucking put these traitor governors down. Oh, great. Let's not even stop there. Great.
Well, you didn't. The sentence didn't stop. There's no...
No.
It just goes on forever.
There's no full
just
stop.
into the ether. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh God. You read the tiny ones and I'll read the longer one.
Insurrection Act.
This is all bold, so you know they're serious. With what army? The same army that refused to follow the POTUS's Insurrection Act orders in June over BLM, and the same army that just arm wrestled GOP Congress members into agreeing to pass this bullshit Do Not Withdraw NDAA bill alongside the Rename All Bases Named After Confederate Generals bill.
We are the army.
You larpy gobshites. You embarrassing pretenders. Fucking hell.
I do.
Yeah, they're a joke. There's plenty more of this. There's the president can call up the militias to fight against this foreign invasion.
A foreign invasion? What?
The Donald Duck are not taking this very well, are they?
Not at all.
No. America fought off the largest military in the world with some farmers and peasants in 1776. And some arms from France. Did you forget that?
France.
Yeah, you just sort of were funded by the second largest military in the world. Look, I'm not saying
also,
you didn't
can
do
I
yourself
point out
justice. I'm just saying you got a little bit of help. It wasn't pitchfork
the
time.
Continental. Yeah, and the Continental Army didn't really do all that great when they went toe-to-toe with the British. They did a lot of asymmetrical warfare and dragging it out, and then they had a really good tactical opportunity, and they took it. But we were outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, and outplanned, as they said in Hamilton.
Yeah. And we're letting you pretend to be independent anyway. It's fine. We'll get back to it later. You don't need an army to secure freedom and liberty. Citation needed. Just enough armed citizens willing to fight. This is like the 4 people on this website. It's the Donald.win. What do you think you're going to be able to do? So what's the plan? Question mark. Each person find 10 Democrats that they know and do what needs to be done. I do hope the FBI are watching this.
Yeah, they need to be.
10, because I fucking guarantee you there's going to be terrorist nonsense in the next couple of months in the lead up to and after the inauguration of, not of Donald Trump, of the actual president, Joseph Robinette Biden, I believe. And I guarantee you they're going to have accounts on the Donald.win and Parler and 4chan and so on. And these are the kinds of things that people will find. 10-to-1 ratio in this country is good to go in like a month. Don't even joke about this shit. That's a bad plan. Our issue isn't with our neighbours, it's with the government. How about both? Be a pussy somewhere else.
Yep, radicalizing.
Lovely. Well, at least we know that the courts think the law is meaningless. They can be visited first, as are the lives, so that works out. Fuck them. Ammo box time. Ammo box time. Yep. Leroy Jenkins. Yes.
Great.
Just Leroy Jenkins as well. Okay.
Appears in Donald or r/Donald.
Oh no,
Win, whatever it is.
Yeah, well, it was the r/Donald.
What is this?
Well, this is the Donald.win, which replaced it when Reddit got rid of the Donald.
Sorry.
Because it was full of Nazis like this.
Yes.
Only 3% of America kicked the Brits' ass. Well, not entirely sure that's true, but there we go. But just in case you thought Parler was getting too big, everyone was like, "Oh, it's the biggest downloaded app." It was for about a week, and then it's now not even in the top 500.
So all the fascists rushed in, and then nobody else, except like lurkers and trolls, joined them.
Because it turns out they only want to own the libs, and that the libs aren't there. Well, there are some libs,
that's it.
but mainly just going, you guys are losers. Yeah. Milo again, there are 2 options now, secession or war. What does he think secession would involve? If not war? What the fuck?
I kind of get...
Like, let's say Alabama decides, we're going to secede. The federal government's just going to go, oh, see ya, bye. No, they're going to just march in there and take it shit back. Of course they are.
I mean, I understand that he is a resident of the U.S. and is as such is impacted by the kind of governments that other people vote for. But when you are a resident of another country and you're telling it to have a civil war or to break apart, you need to fuck the fuck off. I'm sorry. That's not your business to be encouraging that. Like, you can have that opinion, but the idea that you're going to like lead that, fuck you. Like, it's bad enough when citizens do it, but to have guests of the United States calling for violent uprising, I think we need to review your papers.
The Donald.win might be turning on Q finally. This was a significantly upvoted one last night, the title being NEQ Trust the Plan, Disinfo shills should go fuck themselves. You have kept everyone complacent for 4 years while shit hit the fan. Next you morons will be saying Joe Biden getting inaugurated is all part of the plan. There is no motherfucking plan.
Bing!
I think they're starting to realise. And then look, and then
68 upvotes.
A lot, Oh, then you only got, it was part of the hot and stayed hot for basically all night, it would seem. And then went through a whole thing. Trust Sessions is coming out with 20,000 indictments any day. Trust Ray, trust Barr. Just wait for the Durham report. Just Trump knows what he's doing. TikTok, 78D chess. Blah, blah, blah. Trust Kavanaugh. Blah, 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 blah. Just trust Brooks. Trust this, trust that. Anyone still trusting the plan is either a shill or has negative IQ. And then...
Oh, read down.
Yeah, the top one. The top one that's still left. There was a plan, all right. Turns out the plan was to hand America to the fucking communists. And then someone called Steve Jobs 871. Trust the plan equals CCP PSYOP.
Y'all got played by the Chinese now.
The Chinese.
No, you played yourself.
The Chinese were Q all along. Who would have thought Q was Xi Jinping the whole time?
Yeah,
God,
the whole
he's
time. God, I think probably Hugo Chavez told him to do
I was
it.
about to say, if it's one of Chavez's crew, it'd be Chairman Mao's ghost. He was Q the whole time. He was playing the long
And
game.
Fidel Castro.
I mean, he died before the internet existed, and he was still playing them. The man's a fucking legend. Anyway, someone kept photoshopping the face of their cat onto bees.
That's weird.
It's weird, but it's quite
But
cute.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're kind of scarier with the cat face, if I'm honest.
Yeah. I mean, bees can't bite you, can they? Can they?
No.
I don't know. Do they have teeth?
I think
I'm
they've got.
Sure.
Maybe. I don't know. I said that because I think they're stingers, but maybe they can bite.
Do bees
I mean, they have mouths, but I don't know.
They do have teeth. They really do. But these teeth aren't for
gnawing on
chewing.
leaves.
We covered the mouth parts of the bees previously. But apparently they do have teeth. They're not teeth like those are found in humans. Sorry, I'm looking now at bee teeth stuff. I've been distracted.
I'm gonna just take a break for a second.
You do
Keep
that,
going.
and I'll read
you
about
go on
bee
You
teeth.
fly solo.
Yes and no. Depends how you define what a tooth is. In a sense, bees do indeed have teeth on their mandibles, jaws, although they are not teeth like those found in the mouths of humans or other mammals. Instead, the mandibles are toothed with narrow or rounded points. However, these teeth are really extensions of the mandibles. Oh, okay. So, kind of, but kind of not. Well, there you go. We've learnt something about bees. We didn't need to, but that's fine. How are we all in the chitty chats? Yeah, sorry the gritty thing doesn't seem to have taken on the donations thing. Apologies everyone. But if you go to streamlabs.com/KFLogan1875, the link is in the underbar. Then you can have you can do that, and hopefully Gritty will come up at some point. I don't know. That was supposed to be. It's a celebrating Gritty for those who didn't see it. But there we go. How are we doing in the Twitch chat? I'll just have a quick look at the Twitch chat. How are we all? I'm not buying for. No, okay, so that's a. Oh God, dickheads! Why do you always get fucking trolls in the? Well, not trolls, bots in the thingamajig chat. I don't want to reply. I want to get rid of them. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Hang on. Block. There we go. Fuck you. Okay. Yes, so, anyway, yeah, how are we in the chat? All three of them ruled against Texas. I love it. Yeah, indeed they did. Indeed they did. We've reached...
Hey, I'm back.
Lynching. Okay. Yes. So it turns out bees kind of do, but kind of don't have teeth.
Well, mystery solved.
Not really.
Someone in the chat was saying that this was more educational than doing their maths homework, which I definitely get, and certainly more enjoyable than maths homework. But it is kind of important that you do your maths homework here. I think it was, I don't know if it's algebra or something with an A. But anyway, moving from educational stuff, I thought that you were deleting your fat folder.
My ACB fat folder, yeah. That's a thing. That's definitely real. I quite like the nice bit of trolling, right? This was before the thing. The Arizona Republican Party seemed pretty confident clearly, because they're like, oh, look, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We've literally politicised the court, right? Good morning. And then the picture of Trump's 3 illegitimate people. Then when the court case didn't quite go their way, the Arizona Democratic Party said good night.
That is good.
That's a solid political burn.
Like that.
And I like the idea that someone at the Arizona Democratic Party saw that in the morning and went, well, yeah, I'll bookmark that and we'll wait.
Yep.
Anyway.
Good. Good stuff.
Yeah, again, more people on Parler. Jesus Christ. Trump will not let this stand. There is no way Biden will be inaugurated. The enemies of our nation cannot be allowed to take over the government. There is a reason we have a military.
What?
Whoa. Whoa.
Went right to that, huh?
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
The Supreme Court just approved election fraud. I'm not entirely sure they did just do that. Okay.
Nope.
Time to call in the crack-in, not crack-in, crack-in, martial law. Martial law! Oh.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
I guess there's not a spell check in that. Huh?
Clearly not.
Or
We can now
predictive
steal
text.
an election and get caught on film doing it, and the courts won't even look at it. Democrats run Washington.
They weren't suitcases, they were bins. That's where they keep the votes. They were counting votes. That's what they keep the votes in when they count them.
Secession or civil war is there no... Again, I don't know what you think secession isn't... What situation secession wouldn't lead to a civil war.
Yeah, that's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, like, it's not... There's no or there. Is there any hope? I say secede and starve to death. What is left of the corrupt union? What the fuck do you think? Oh yeah, California's really going to lose out, not having to fund half the country. Yeah, okay.
I do have to say, like, you know, what do I want to? Okay, let's just do a thought experiment.
Yeah.
Right? What if they're like, okay, you know, we want the Dakotas and Montana and everyone who wants to Trump government are just going to go there, and we're going to form our own country. And okay, you're going to be landlocked, and you're going to have to like have a real hard. You have airports and stuff. It'll be fine. But would I be that upset? Like, would I fight to keep those people in America? I don't know if I would be. I'd be willing to fight to keep them, if I'm honest. I might be to the point where I'm like, you know what? That's all right. We'll have 2 democracies surrounding a fascist state, and we'll keep it in check.
Yeah, and wait for them to crawl back.
Yeah.
Okay.
When their ideals don't work out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
see how soon they build their wall to keep people in.
Yeah.
Very much an East Germany situation might occur around that whole of like central United States or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be kind of like a North Korea in the middle of North America.
Yeah, yeah. With Kansas as a demilitarized zone or something. Anyway, clearly for some reason the gritty isn't working. Apologies, people, but Sea Beach says, Viva Lafayette, Viva Rochambeau, suck it, Redcoat.
You know what you can do is you can just do it manually.
Oh, for fuck! I still have to go into the thing. Okay.
Well, I mean, because people have given you money, and so, you know.
Well, yeah, but it's not going to... It's just... Okay, but it's only going to do the thing. It's not actually... His message isn't going to come up, is it?
No, but at least there will be the...
Yeah, there we go. John donated $27. He didn't. This is a test for donation for $27. So,
yeah, but at least they get the thing then.
There we go. That's the gritty. Oh, hang on, I clicked the wrong thing there. No, and that one. There we go.
Just keep clicking until you get it.
That went well. That went super
That's
well.
what she said.
Hey-o. Are we just going to sit back in our lazy boy recliners and whine about this? Yeah. That is precisely what you're going to do. Yes. Or are we going to stand up and take action? It's time. Okay. I wonder if we went onto that person's account whether they're still just sat back in their lazy boy on Parler. Yeah,
probably.
Seceding from...
Not... What do you do on Parler? Like, you tweet on Twitter. What do you do on Parler?
Parlay.
Post? You parlay?
Seriously, that's what they call it, yeah. They parlay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Anyway, seceding from the Union is what's going to happen any day now if Trump doesn't use the Insurrection Act and bring the people behind this election fraud to justice. Ugh.
What election fraud? It's not in any of the court filings, people.
No.
Like, if you brought evidence, people would listen and look at the evidence.
This
But you
election
just
was
have people saying stuff, and that's not enough.
this election was nothing but fraud. Nothing but fraud. There wasn't anything that wasn't fraud. Okay. Basement Biden got more votes than Obama? Question mark. Yeah, right. Dems want to play. Let's play. New game, new rules. Except this time the Reds win. What? What are you
Does he
talking
mean
about?
communists?
Hopefully. So what are we going to do? We hear there is a plan, but as citizens we sit here wondering what it is. Because there isn't a plan.
No,
There's
there
never
is
been
never a
fucking
plan. Come on, Lollipop, we'll go on.
Where is Sydney? I want to hear from her team. Well, actually, interestingly, on the Sydney point, get the fuck away from me. Anyway, someone put this in the Facebook group. This was quite nice. I don't know if you checked out the Facebook group today. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. I don't know.
Well, for people who don't know about it, it is on Facebook.
It
So you
is,
can
and
advertise it this way.
It's linked below in the description, so go and check it out. Where are we? Here we go. And I've subscribed to the WAPO because of a friend of the show who gave me a free thing. Anyway, Sidney Powell, secret military intelligence expert, quote unquote, key to fraud claims in election lawsuits, never worked in military intelligence.
More.
Yeah. It just never stops. It never ceases with these fucking lunatics. Jesus H. Christ. The witness is codenamed Spider, spelt with a Y, or sometimes Spider with an I. Okay. His identity is so closely guarded that lawyer Sidney Powell has sought to keep it even from opposing counsel, which isn't how you do lawsuits, you fucking knobs. You have to be able to actually question the other people's witnesses. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, it's an open court for a reason.
Yeah, you don't get to have a guy behind a curtain that just answers your questions or whatever.
No name,
Yeah.
no questions, just...
Apart from when it comes to sometimes children in court are allowed to stay anonymous, but other than very, very odd instances like that. But adults aren't ever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And assuming that they're claiming he was in the military, he would have to be an adult. So yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
Although, would you be surprised if they brought a child in at this point? Would it be any stranger than the bullshit they've actually pulled? I don't know.
No, I'm beyond being. I'm only shocked. Shocked, is it? Yeah, surprised. No, I'm not surprised. I'm only shocked how random this shit is.
And a bit disgusted. These people are sick. Well, they're genuinely trying to overthrow democracy. Isn't that cool? Anyway, and his account of vulnerability of an international sabotage is a key part of Powell's failing multi-state effort to invalidate President Joe Biden's victory. Powell described Spider in court filings as a former, quote, military intelligence expert, unquote, and his testimony is offered to support one of her central claims. In a declaration filed in 4 states, which we covered, Spider alleges that publicly available data about server traffic shows that voting systems in the United States were, quote, certainly compromised by rogue actors such as Iran and China, unquote.
Hold on. Wait, is this the one that Carl read out on his show that we watched, where he was given that guy's...
Yes, I think it was. I think it was.
It could have been. Yeah. It could have been. He's like, this guy is such an expert.
Yes, he was. Yeah, he was saying, he's an expert.
But
also,
did he give his name at the start of it? We'd have to go back and look.
You'd have to look. I can't remember. Yeah. But also, where's the vuvuzela? Why is it only Iran and China getting mentioned here? Chavez didn't go all this fucking way out of his grave to not get a shout out. Jesus. Spider, it turns out, is Joshua Merritt, a 43-year-old information technology consultant in the Dallas area. Merritt confirmed his role as Powell's secret witness in phone interviews this week with the Washington Post. Records show that Merritt is an Army veteran and that he enrolled in a training program of the 305th Military Intelligence Battalion, the unit he cites in his declaration, but he never completed the entry-level training course. According to Meredith Mingledorf, which is an amazing name, a spokeswoman for the US Army Intelligence Center of Excellence, which includes the battalion. Quote, it kept washing out of courses, said Mingledorf, citing his educational records. He's not an intelligence
Wow.
analyst, unquote.
Wow. Holy shit. Wow.
Beautiful. In an interview, Merritt maintained that he graduated from the intelligence training program, but even by his own account, he was only a trainee with the 305th at Fort Huachuca. What the apologies to whatever language that's from. Apologies. In Arizona, and from just.
Oh, I imagine it's a Native American
exactly yeah,
name.
But that
yeah.
could be Spanish. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But whoever I've offended there, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm a dirty gringo. I apologise. But come the white genocide, I'll be gone too. So you know.
Yeah, just wait around.
And for just 7 months, hang on, I was only a trainee, and for just 7 months, more than 15 years ago. So, not exactly up to date either. His separation papers, which he provided to the Post, make no mention of intelligence training. They show that he spent the bulk of his decade in the army as a wheeled vehicle mechanic. Which is fine. No problem there at all.
But it doesn't qualify you to talk about election fraud.
If this case were about combustion engines, he might have some fucking say so. It's not. He deployed to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, where he said he worked in security and route clearance. He held the rank of specialist when he was honourably discharged in 2013, having received several commendations. Merritt acknowledged that the declaration description of his work as an electronic intelligence analyst in the 305th Military Intelligence, unquote, is misleading. Yeah, no shit. He said it should have been made clear that at the time in the 305th was a student, not as a working intelligence expert. Not just that, a failed student.
When do you write down, yes, here I was a student in this course that I didn't complete? Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but he should have made it clear. He should have made it clear.
He blamed clerks, or clerks as it would be in Britain, Jesus, for Powell's legal team, who he said wrote the sentence. Okay, so they're throwing shade at one another, good. Merritt said he had not read it carefully before he signed his name, swearing it was true. Well, I don't know about you, but I think an intelligence analyst should have like a bit more key to the detail of things. You would hope, you know. Yeah.
Why would you read a document that you are swearing is true?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's going into a fucking court, you dopey. But you can go to fucking prison for lying to a court.
Yeah.
Anyway, probably not for this, but I mean, who knows? Jesus. That was one thing I was trying to backtrack on, he said on Thursday. My original paperwork that I sent in didn't say that. Okay, well, I'd be interested to see that then, because if it is Sidney Powell doing that, that puts us another spin on the story. On Friday afternoon, as his name increasingly circulated on social media, Merritt said he had decided to remove himself from the legal effort altogether. He said his plans to close his business and relocate with his family. He's going into fucking hiding now.
Because, well, I mean, honestly, those Trump people are scary.
Yeah.
Those Trump cultists.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I mean, in many respects, if Trump does look at some sort of weird turncoat thing, he might need his Secret Service detail to protect him from his previous supporters more than anything. Anyway, we'll see.
Yeah.
On Friday afternoon, we read that bit. As asked about Merritt's limited experience in military intelligence, Powell said in a text to the Post, "I cannot confirm that Joshua Merritt is even Spider. Strongly encourage you not to print," unquote. Yeah, good job with that. Another case she lost.
I love that he just quoted her.
Yeah. Well, you sent a fucking text message to a paper. What did you expect? Of her description of him as an intelligence expert, she said, "If we made a mistake, we will correct it." I'm just going to say the word distrocoict. Just leave that there. Federal judges have in the past week rejected all 4 of the complaints Powell has filed seeking to overturn the presidential election. Lawsuits popularly known as the Kraken suits, after a mythical sea creature she has harnessed as a sort of mascot. She hasn't literally harnessed it. It's not real.
Kraken's getting its ass kicked everywhere.
Yeah, the Kraken's dead. It's done. Ruling either that the challenges should have been filed in state courts or were meritless. In Michigan, attorneys for the state argued that Powell's complaint was based on, quote, fantastical conspiracy theories, unquote, which is not a great sign. That doesn't suggest they've got a lot of faith in your evidence.
No, no.
That belong in the, quote, fact-free outer reaching of the internet, unquote. The President of the United States, his lawyer, had this woman on stage as part of their team. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
A federal judge ruled this week that the allegations that votes were changed for Biden relied on an, quote, amalgamation of theories, conjecture and speculation, unquote. A federal judge in Arizona tossed out a similar case Wednesday that relied in part on an affidavit from Merritt, writing the allegations, quote, that find favour in the public sphere of gossip and innuendo cannot be substitute for earnest pleadings and procedure in federal court. And, quote, most certainly cannot be the basis for upending Arizona's 2020 general election, unquote. Powell is appealing all 4 of those losses. Yeah, good luck.
I would love to see Carl read one of these decisions out and try to engage with their arguments. I mean, he won't because he's in an echo chamber.
Of course. Well,
how's Tim Pool doing?
Well, I was about to say, Tim Pool, well, he's gone crazy. He doesn't seem to have reacted too well because he literally 2 days ago said that the Republicans had nuked from outer space the Democrats with this Texas lawsuit. How did that work out, Tim? But Tim revealed this. Did you see Tim Pool's weird thing where he's going to try and get down with the kids type thing? He's going to.
No.
Oh, it's so cringe. It's
Please,
the cringiest thing.
Show.
I'll have to try and find it. Hang on. I'll put Tim Pool.
Oh, you've gotten all close and intimate again.
Tim. Oh no, there's no 2 P's there. Tim Pool. Oh shit! What do I type in? Youth or something like that? Youth outreach. Some dumb shit like that. Anyway. Oh, this is the one. If I'm changing everything. There we go. Okay. Tim Pool, I'm changing everything. It's so cringe. Oh my god. Tim Pool, I'm changing everything.
Goals in football. I was just looking at what else was in your home page.
There we go. Right, okay.
Of seeing all of our watch Santa come to his house on Christmas morning was just magical. You know, there's...
For the first time since, I don't know, a really long time, you can see the whole room behind me. And you're getting a full frame...
I still can't see your fucking scalp, Tim.
...view of me and not some article. Because this video is about upcoming changes to this channel.
Also, is that Nancy Pelosi weird fanfic bit or something? What?
I have no idea what
it
that
looks
is.
kind of like a Nancy Pelosi zombie collection or something.
I have to say, if I was I would organize my shit before I started recording. Yeah. That's just me though.
No, but he's just cool. He's just got guitars around the place. He's a cool hip dude, you know.
Yeah, make sure that gets in frame. Yeah.
And very important
also,
issues pertaining to culture, this country, and changes I'm going to be making here for myself, but also just because some things need to change. My friends, I am probably going to be trying out something new this month to see how things roll. And I'm not going to be producing a 1 p.m. segment on this channel or the 6 p.m. segments for the time being. So what's going to happen is it's going to be a 10 a.m. segment.
Also, I've watched so much of Tim. The really annoying thing he does, Tim. I do this too. I find I riff my head. I'm not actually itching. It's just like a tick. He does this thing where he pulls the 2 lapels of his shirt together like that constantly. It's so annoying. Yeah. Stop it, Tim. Yes. Button your shirt or don't wear a shirt.
Like Blair White has this thing where she's constantly like pushing her hair around or straightening, and I find that very distracting, incredibly distracting, and it also comes across honestly as juvenile. Yeah. And then it just makes me less pay attention to what she's saying, which is probably a good thing if I think about it. But anyway, I know what you mean. Yeah. It's like just sit still.
But I think we all have our little nervous tics and things that. And again, it's not literally a tick. It's just it's a way of getting rid of nervous energy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
It's a comfort thing, isn't it? Or
whatever.
Segment on this channel, a 4 p.m. segment on my other channel, which is youtube.com/Timcast. It is in fact not the same as this one. I have 3 channels: Timcast IRL, Timcast News, and Timcast. This is Timcast News. I'll do a 10 a.m. segment. You wake up, what's the news? What did we miss overnight? Then we do a 4 p.m. segment on my main channel, which
This
is the
early
bigger
bit
story with
isn't that
bigger context.
important, but
And then
it's-
live at 8 p.m. is the Timcast IRL podcast. And there's a
Yeah,
couple
skip
important
forward.
reasons why this is happening. And it has to do with making the world a better place.
Oh, here we go.
First,
Oh yeah, no, I know. I was just look. I know he gets into it because I've obviously seen this, but I didn't. Yeah, I just wanted to look. I don't want to give him free advertising, but like, no point skipping 10 seconds.
I think at a certain point, just producing content that complains about stuff over and over again, it's always highlighting negative things. And unfortunately,
Yeah, that's literally your
that's just look, when I see a news story I think it's important, I want to talk about it. It's usually something that's worrisome, negative, that I think people should know about. But this creates this feedback loop that everybody engages in of all, constant negativity. The framing of videos, the titling of videos, the subject matter itself is often particularly like, hey, look, a bad thing happened, or this thing happened. It's like, it's scary. And that's just the nature of news.
Sorry,
It's the saying,
pause.
if it bleeds, it leads.
Oh, I caught him mid-shirt talk as well. Oh.
Yeah, and smack. I think there's a smack coming up. But one, the room auditory or the acoustics are terrible. There's an echo there.
Yeah.
But two, I see he's getting tired of, this is like what happened with Sargon or Carl and This Week in Stupid. He's just bored of the same thing. But his audience only wants that thing.
Yeah.
That's what they come to him there for. They want him to just do this one thing in their lives.
So yeah, they want him to
and
spoon
so
feed
this-
what they want to hear.
Yeah. Just want to consume outrage.
Yeah. And I
And
think
know who to
underneath
hate.
it, Tim did genuinely want to become a journalist at one point. I think when he was doing way back in the day when he first became a known figure during the Occupy protest, he was like genuinely interviewing people. He was like, I was like, oh okay, he could be like a genuine journalist for the future. So to see what he's devolved into has been really sad.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of potential there. And now he's
Chasing
just-
clicks.
Now he's just a grifty piece of garbage.
Yep.
And the thing is, there are people doing that kind of work. It doesn't pay as well, but you can live doing that work if you're actually dedicated to the craft. But if you want to lie to idiots, you get trapped in a box. Welcome to your box, Tim.
And there's a lot of money in it.
A lot of money in it,
So much
but it's
money
a
in it.
very restrictive box. There's not a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
You can't.
Yes.
You can't come out and say, actually, I think Trump might be doing a fascism, because you lose all
Again,
the money. Then, Tim.
I think you can kind of peg Carl as being about 3 or 4 years ahead of Tim Pool.
Yeah.
Because Carl is trying to reinvent himself, and he thinks that people actually want to hear him waft on about his bullshit, while he makes random references to incorrect things that happened in history, the Greeks or the Romans,
wants to
show off.
He just wants to rambly, incoherently, and sniff his own farts about things he thinks he
Yes.
understands about ancient Greece.
Yes.
Whereas actually, people just want you to
And
scream
about
at
history.
to blue-haired teenagers on Reddit.
Women. Yeah. They just want you to do This Week in Stupid and hate on women.
Yeah.
That's all. And that's why your channel's not doing so well.
And Lotus Eaters, even if it's Greek, who cares? It's a shit name. It's a shit name for a shit
Yeah.
name.
The Floaterators.
Yeah.
There are certain instances where, I've noticed I do this, many other people do this, where you'll see something like a story, Donald Trump wins lawsuit. And then I'll see that and go, whoa, that's amazing. And then when the update happens and it's like it's been kicked back, there's no update. I don't do a video then saying breaking news, Donald Trump.
See, that's the point. That's literally the whole point which got us to watching this, was that he reveals in this video, as he just has, that his whole grift, whether he realises he's revealing this or not, his whole grift is say the good stuff about Donald Trump, but then when the opposite happens, just leave it. Don't bother.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his entire shtick. That's his entire grift.
Pretty much. Yeah, denial.
Loses on appeal. Usually I'll follow up with that in a different video or something, because I try to make sure I'm giving the full context, but to sum
He doesn't.
it up, I might do a video that says, Donald Trump wins massive lawsuit, and then, 4 hours later they appeal, Trump loses, and then I won't lead a video with that story because it's a negligible
That's your
piece or
grift.
something like that. Or I don't.
It's not a
Yes.
negligible piece. It literally undermines the thing you just said.
Yep.
So if you wanted your people to actually have a correct understanding of the situation, you would correct yourself, but you don't.
He's a channel of confirmation bias.
Yeah, entirely.
I don't think it's that important. That's my bias. That's one of these issues. I think that's bad for everybody, and I think something that's been going on for a long time. So there's no real way to solve that. Just, pointing...
There is. Stop lying.
Yeah.
There's a very easy way to solve it.
That out.
Yeah.
There is
Cover
something
the
I can
stories.
do to kind of make things up. So I've been talking quite a bit about doing a vlog channel, and the goal of this is going to be generating culture. Having a culture built around complaining about things is...
Culture isn't like a commodity. I mean, you can commodify elements of culture, but the culture comes first. You don't create culture. Shakespeare did not sit down and go, I'm going to write some great culture today. That's not how that works, Tim, you fucking twat. Oh,
Also,
God. Kill me.
like, isn't his entire audience learn to code and STEM is the only way? Aren't these all the people who hate the humanities? But why would he want to? He's not qualified to talk about culture.
Also, I just want to. I'm going to zoom in for everyone on the screen. Look at the still.
Also, you're really far away again.
Look at the still. Look at the fucking shot there. Look at that. Look at that face. that will haunt your fucking dreams, people. Look at that.
By the way, we see ourselves like this when we edit too.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Well, I've got a God. This is my fat folder. I've got a folder of stills from edited videos of just me looking really, really derpy. Like just absurd. Like my face. I don't even know how it happens because I'm not even talking that animatedly, and yet some of the still shots you get are like, it makes it look like you were trying to fucking suck your own hair off your head or something. Like it just looks mental. It looks so strange. Anyway.
Not a good thing. Now, to be reasonable, I think it's important that I and many others will highlight things we think are important, and I think it's really important.
What's going on with my microphone? Is there a problem with the microphone?
Well, that's when I asked
I'll
you to
turn
come back
myself
closer.
up. Look, it's going into the orange, so I don't. Oh, for fuck's sake, dickheads!
I think what I do is important because I constantly read fake news all day, every day, and I'm
yes, you do, Tim. Sorry.
Trying to figure out what's true,
it's
and
true.
then share
I
it with
was just
everyone else.
thinking-
So, when I see a story from CNN,
Yeah, go on.
I was gonna say maybe your laptop. If you're shouting at your laptop mic, maybe that would be a more consistent place
I'm
to
not
have
on
the
a
sound come
laptop,
out of.
Christy. I'm on a computer.
Oh, I thought there was a desktop built-in mic, so I thought it was.
Well, there is the built-in mic and the shitty webcam that I never ever use because it looks like I'm talking through a bar of soap. But
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind then. That's fine. We'll just get on with the content.
Okay.
the New York Times, and it turns out to be bunk, bogus BS. Then I'm like, hey, look, I found
alliteration is
happening.
fun.
Here's my take on it. Here are my opinions. But of course, I have my bias, and it's important that everyone, go and watch other people's content, especially left-leaning content creators, to see what their take is, and then determine if
is that you admitting
like
you're.
ours.
Are you saying you're not a left-leaning content creator, Tim? 'Cause that's.
I think he.
That's
I think he just shouted at our show.
You did, yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
think they were correct or incorrect. But outside of all of this, you've got a political commentary atmosphere that's been bubbling up for the past several years, getting crazier and crazier, like a roller coaster ride. And to be honest, like everything is centered around Trump for the most part. But what we're losing is it's culture, right? If I talk about all day and night how the left,
like what, down the back of the sofa, or what do you mean? You're losing.
Oh, he's going to do a
culture.
culture war.
Yeah, he wants to
it's
get
a culture war thing.
He wants to do a
okay.
hello, fellow kids. That's what he's trying to do now. This 30-year-old or 30-something-year-old burned out fake journalist wants to get down with the Zoomers. Look, it's just embarrassing.
Dominates cultural institutions and then don't do anything about it. All I'm doing is sitting here and complaining and saying, why won't someone do something? Why won't someone do something? Well, most of you are probably aware that I play music. I put out a music video. I skateboard, and I skate a lot. And I've got this space where we're setting things up. And I think there's ways to have fun, be productive, and actually help. I was watching a skate video, and this dude was super good. And guess what?
Yeah, he's going to play cool music and skateboard with the kids. Do you want to sound any more fucking creepy, Tim? Do you want to sound any more like you're going to create a lair for children to be sucked into? Like, what the fuck?
I just want to say, I think he has cornered the, culture war, skateboarding for culture war niche market because I don't know anyone else who's putting those things together.
If there's one thing the Zoomers love, it's skateboarding. It's because it's 1997 again, and Tony Hawk's for the PS1 has just come out, and the kids are loving it. Kids are absolutely loving it. Oh no, none of them could give a shit about that, Tim. You're basically my age, right? You're a mid-ish 30s guy who grew up in an era where kind of slightly shit guitar music and skateboarding were cool. But that's not what the kids are now. Like, Tim, you're becoming a middle-aged man. Way before your time, really. Like, people live quite long now. But just stop. This is really, really sad. God.
He's regressing back to his teen years to connect with the teens of today. Is that... I don't understand the logic of that. Or he's just like, hey, I like skateboarding, so I want to do something that makes me happy. And while I'll do it, I'll talk about how feminists are ruining the world or something. I don't quite understand this.
Yeah, exactly. He'll just go on a rant about SJWs and then do a sick ollie. Yeah.
On his mini ramp his mini ramp is the Gadsden flag. That is the "Don't tread on me" snake. And I was like, that's it, right? There are a lot of skateboarders that are all about freedom, individuality, and outside of that, I think we need healthy masculinity brought back into the equation.
That sounds like you're saying there's a kind of masculinity that isn't healthy.
Yeah. Well, I agree. We do need healthier masculine norms. I'm not sure that Tim Pool is really... His opinion of them is going to be that healthy.
But what I think the kids will definitely get down with is the Gadsden flag on a skate ramp.
Yes, that is so hot right now.
Exactly.
Oh, it is just
all of the TikTok Zoomers are absolutely fucking creaming themselves over the Gadsden flags, fucking skate ramps. Jesus Christ! This is anyway. So that's
putting the stickers up.
Exactly, the Gadsden flag. Oh, it's absolutely. It's.
Oh my God! So you have to do by Pagan Man's comment in the chat. It's amazing. I'll let you read it out.
By Pagan Man. Don't shred on me. Oh yes. 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 Just yes.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That gets. I can tell you what that gets. You didn't give any money, but I don't even fucking care. That gets a gritter.
There it comes.
There we go. Celebration gritter. Lovely stuff. Anyway, that's why I got rid of it. Look, the stop share thing is right by the X of the settings for the alert box. So that's how I accidentally unshared earlier. Problem solved. Anyway, let's not watch Tim Paul anymore. He's an idiot.
Okay.
No, you get the idea. He's doing the down with the kids thing, and it's really, really cringe. Anyway.
Yeah. I can wait to see his centrist skateboarding videos.
Yeah, exactly. Where did we get to? We've done that. Yeah, Giuliani vows Trump team not finished at the Supreme Court. What, they're going to go to the super duper Supreme Court? Where are they going now?
Double secret probation court.
Yeah. They're going to the fucking Pizzagate court, yo. Like, what? Where are they going now? I don't know. Oh, Diamond and Silk.
Oh my God.
If the Supreme Court can't save the Republic, then where is the military?
What are you even talking about, you people? Honestly.
Oh, God. This is Diana Lorraine, who's, I've shouted her out before. She was the woman who couldn't get her head around the fact that her family didn't want her at barbecues. And lost her shit that time, if you remember.
Oh, yes, yeah. It was all upset that people didn't want her around because she's an awful person.
And she's spoken at MRA conferences and all sorts. She's trash. She really is. Anyway, talking about revolution or something?
There's just going to be a revolution. I mean, people are so angry. When the news broke, I was at Harry's restaurant. And if you know where Harry's is, it's pretty much the only place that's welcoming to Trump supporters in D.C. besides from... the Trump Hotel, and people were so angry. I mean, people are ready for a revolution.
Oh, so the larpy shits who are eating at a restaurant in DC, they're going to do a revolution, are they? Okay, definitely.
Take their forks.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to take their... It's not pitchforks anymore, it's fish forks.
Right, yes.
Yeah. Give,
What do you? Oh, Liberty.
Give me desserts or give me death. Anyway, Liberty Hangout, old fucking shitty knickers.
Wait, what are they promoting? Peace?
They're promoting peace, prosperity, and property rights since February the 11th, 2015.
Yes. So peace. Just like,
Peace,
okay.
yeah,
Just want to clock that.
Oh God, they're pinned tweets. Weird. May the 23rd, so before a long time. Get married, make babies, and follow Jesus. Caitlin, you don't have babies.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You do you.
Don't lecture other people.
Yeah. And follow Jesus. What, just a random Mexican lad, or what? Jesus. Because there are people called Jesus. It's a thing. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't have that in English.
No.
I don't think. Is it? I don't think the French have it either. I mean, they've got John is John, but the Spanish have Jesus.
They have Jesus. Yeah. We've got Mary. Mary's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's got Mary.
Yeah. As the famous Dara O'Brien line about he went to one of these spiritualist meetings in Ireland, and they said, has anyone here lost a Mary? And it's like, what the fuck? You can lose a Mary down the back of a sofa in Ireland. Everyone's called fucking Mary. Anyway, so Roger Stone was speaking at the event in Florida. Brilliant. Oh no!
Oh God, the pardoned guy.
No! Oh God! This is Carl levels of abuse of the ancient world.
Yeah.
Truly, the Julius Caesar of our time. You are what? You know, Julius Caesar was the monster, right? He was literally a dictator trying to overthrow a democracy. Do you know the comparison you're drawing here?
I mean, he was a good writer. I'll give him that.
Superb writer, fantastic, a military genius in many respects. Or at the very least, a logistic genius, whatever. A logistical genius. But a tyrant, yeah. He was murdered for being a dictator by, admittedly by senators who, let's be honest,
a bunch of aristocrats.
Yeah. It was little more than like a royal
It wasn't a
court,
popular
really.
uprising.
Yeah, in fact, the populace were fucking furious. They rioted for days. Anyway, but the point being is that he was a monster. He was literally dictatorum. He was a dictator, dictator for life. Dictator in perpetuo, or whatever it was. Anyway, so yeah, he was a monster.
I don't remember.
Yeah, right. So, you are watching the betrayal of our greatest leader in real time. From Bill Barr to
so much for Reagan.
I know. Well, yeah, they gave up on him as soon as Trump came on the scene. I mean, Trump would have gone around purposefully infecting gay people with AIDS. So, do you know what I mean? Like, Reagan was a cock for just laughing at them. You know. From Bill Barr to Brett Kavanaugh, Trump has been repeatedly stabbed in the back by his allies. Like Caesar, he must cross the Rubicon before it's too late. Again, you've got the order of events the wrong. He didn't cross the Rubicon after he'd been assassinated. What are you talking, you fucking lunatic? And not just that.
Also, what
they
fucking Rubicon?
In part because he crossed the Rubicon, because he became a dictator. He declared war against Rome. Admittedly, like 2 or 3 years later, but whatever. You know. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but honestly, he doesn't have a military behind him. He doesn't even have like a government he can take over. There's no system unless he just wanted to rule by like fiat and dictate whatever.
And
I think I said
Julius Caesar didn't try and get out of conquest of Gaul with bone spurs. Like that motherfucker did some war. You know, he actually did some shit. Just saying.
The bridge they built.
Yeah, across the Rhine. Yeah.
Technological marvel of its day.
And built,
doesn't exist anymore, but
and it was a wide river at that point. And they said they built it in a day. How? How is that possible? It happened. Anyway.
The Romans were bad.
And then they went and did a light bit of genocide against the Germanic tribes on the other side. As you do.
Oh, they were assholes.
Yeah.
But they were also badasses. Those are not mutually exclusive, obviously.
Well, indeed.
No. Yeah, they could be assholes because they were badasses.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're losing their shit because finally I think Twitter are going to get rid of him because they've literally you can't retweet or comment on his tweets anymore.
What?
Twitter have just taken it away.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, they had it. Hang on. Well,
okay, because I thought I replied to him.
Well, I did last night.
I saw it was
but look,
dark.
what's going on?
In those
Why are likes and retweets hidden? Oh, likes and retweets. So you can reply, but likes and retweets are hidden. And where are the replies? Oh, so you can't see the replies. Oh, let's just check it out.
Let's check, because I mean it'd be amazing if you couldn't see the likes, because that's all the Russian bots do is they exist to artificially bump his likes up.
Yeah. Donald Trump. I know they've been fucking with him.
I would love it if
funny.
they took away that from him.
Oh, you can't. Oh, they brought it back now. Or is that for retweet?
God, that would be...
Well,
yeah, go on the thing.
Oh, hang on, what's that?
Well,
this claim about election fraud is disputed, so that comes up. Do I want to quote tweet him?
Quote tweet.
Well, apparently I can, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I comment? I can,
but
okay.
That would be a great way to deal with him, is to take away the likes and just show the comments.
Well, they were doing that earlier, so but there must have been backlash, and they went, oh fuck it. But yeah, look on those screenshots, it doesn't look like you can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that was happening. Whatever. QAnon was an obvious psyop by Democrats. Okay.
They make us out to be so smart.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I wish we would have.
Yeah.
I actually no, because that would be really bad for democracy, and people have died. So no, I don't wish that. But still, that's ridiculous. The Democrats did it. Q is a Dem.
QAnon was an obvious psyop by Democrats to get Republicans to meme themselves into getting banned from the internet. Yeah.
Stop me before I meme again.
Yeah, because Republicans are so ludicrous that they can't stop themselves from memeing Nazi shit. Apparently.
Yeah.
And sit at home believing there was a quote plan that Trump was secretly communicating to them. That is, to be fair, there is actually a point underlying that. It's silly nonsense, but there's a point underlying the idea that I think a lot of them did become rather complacent and just think, oh well, Q said it'll happen, so they didn't try and make it happen. Like fascism doesn't just happen. That you don't get to that level by just going, well, Trump will do it. No, he's a crazy old rich man. He's not. Oh, well, I don't know how rich he actually fucking is, but you know, that's all he cares about. He's not fucking going to do a fascism on his own.
Yeah, I think it's a kind of a double-edged sword, because it's also out there sort of radicalizing people. But I see what you mean in terms of it being a bit of a pacifier.
Yeah, exactly.
Because instead of, they think everything's part of the plan, so they don't freak out and go shoot more people because they think, oh, this will get better.
Yeah, well, exactly. Yeah, the Nazis did not take over peacefully by memeing. They did Night of the Long Knives, Night of Broken Glass, burning down the Reichstag and blaming the communists. That's violent shit. That's how fascism gets to where it is. You can't win the argument because its arguments are awful. But well, anyway, it doesn't matter.
I mean, would it be a saving grace, just like Americans were too incompetent to actually mask properly, that they're also too incompetent to fascism properly?
Well, I did actually say this in a stream last week, I think it was, that America should hold itself very, very lucky and plan for the future, by the way, because fascism won't just disappear on January 20th. On this occasion, the fascist that tried to take over was an idiot. Because if you ever get a competent fascist, as we've seen, a very significant portion of America will follow them. So you need to stop that.
Yeah. I mean, we're happily very safe with every single member of the Trump family.
I think so. Well, I don't know, maybe Barron. Who knows?
Well,
he's a kid. He's probably going to turn into like his brothers because he's going to have the same upbringing basically. But who knows? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe he spends some time in Washington and gets to know the ropes.
Away from his dad. I mean, does he spend any time with his father?
Hopefully not.
Doesn't.
Hopefully not.
For his sake.
Yeah, he's a kid. I don't want him to be mentally fucked up by his weirdo dad. Hopefully, I mean, his mum's not nice, but hopefully she shows him some love.
Is less
least.
dangerous than a date, Yeah. But I think he would just play with his mind, the way he does with everybody. So the less exposure, I think, the better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. The rise and fall of the United States may be the quickest of any great nation throughout world history. Rome lasted over 1,000 years. Byzantine Empire lasted 1,100 years. Really, that's just an extension of Rome. That's not like a completely separate thing. Anyway, Spanish Empire,
double counting.
500 years. USA lasted 244 years. I go, whoa, what about Britain? Where's our shout out? The fuck? We killed loads of people. Come on now. USA lasted 240.
How long have you guys?
Well, depending.
What would you date it to? Would you date it to Great Britain or would you date it to the English Empire?
Well, it was around slightly before then, really. We were in India before the UK came into existence. But even if we do, that's still
You were in the Americas.
Yeah, exactly.
Way before that.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, we're talking 400, 500 years? Something like that? Yeah. But even if you take the 1707, that's still 200 plus years. 250 years, thereabouts. After the Second World War, yeah. So anyway, don't matter. And only about 100 as a superpower. Democracy kills countries. Liberty hangout.
Wow.
Democracy kills countries. You know
and
that
democracy kills a nation from within far quicker than generations of war and invasion. Once upon a time, invaders had to fight to take power. Now they just need to run for office.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, I know Trump was an anchor baby, but I wouldn't call him an invader. He was born there, but he was an anchor baby, so, just saying.
These people are dangerous.
They are.
I'm sorry.
They are genuine. The FBI have got their fucking hands full with this shit. They've been focusing far too much on the Muslims, who aren't really that much of a threat.
Yeah.
And leftists. Again, the Antifas, the super soldiers aren't literally going to behead people in the public square. That was a meme. It's a joke.
Yep.
It's a sick joke, but it's a joke. Whereas these motherfuckers are like, yeah, maybe we should just hang some judges. What?
Mm-hmm.
The US has 3 options to choose from. 1, go the way of the Soviet Union and accept a Biden presidency.
What? Oh my god. So by being democratic, we're now communists?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Joe Biden. Well, Joe Biden.
Same thing.
Joe Stalin. Come on. The signs are there, people. 2, go the way of the Roman Empire and Trump declares himself a monarch to save the nation. I'm just going to say this. Right. He had the powers of a king and was ultimately like a king. But even Julius Caesar literally turned down the crown. He didn't want to be literally the king. So even there, even on the point of just historical factual, it's actually incorrect.
Yeah. I need to know what the comments to this post are when we get through it, by the way.
Yeah, okay. 3, red states secede and start a new nation. Yeah, do try. That would be hilarious. Well, actually, no, it won't. Lots of people will die. But it'll be hilarious watching you fail, at least. Because, again, the US Army will just walk in and take it back.
They gonna make Trump the king of this shithole nation?
Yeah. Or, just let them just go, okay, you want to have your little tantrum. You can live as a third world country, Montana. Go for it. California, you won't be getting any subsidies from California or New York. So, sit back, enjoy yourself. Oh, yeah, we're pulling all your military bases out because that's federal military. Yeah, come on, there you go.
Yes.
Go on, enjoy yourselves.
What have you got now? Native peoples that are there,
Montana,
that's still their territory.
Montana, you're rocks. That's all you have is rock. You're a fucking mountain. Stop. You've got nothing. I'm not just picking on Montana, again, not even knocking them, but the only reason you're vaguely livable is because you're a part of the United States. I'm sorry, that's just true. You don't offer anything financially. You are propped up by the liberal, commie, Sorosian hellholes that you claim to despise. They're the only places that make fucking money in America, and lots of it. Anyway.
I mean, other than ranching, I honestly don't know what happens in Montana. I can't think of this thing. Like Idaho, they have potatoes.
Yeah, there's some farming. There's lots of corn farming in in places like the Cornhusker State, Nebraska and all of that. But realistically speaking,
we got Iowa for that. Maybe people won't forget him in the Republican Party anymore.
Yeah. Oh, poor Iowa. You weren't even invited to the fascism party. Oh, they were dressed up in their finest. They had the armband and the skull cap and everything. They weren't even invited. Oh, poor old Iowa. Okay, so you wanted the comments? Okay, definitely not number 1, that's for sure. Which was Soviet Union. Okay, cool. definitely secede. I've lost hope for this nation.
Oh, did you read the rest of them?
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, you did. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So we've got
one
Soviet Union, 2 incorrect reading of the Roman Empire, 3 secession.
Right.
4. Oh, someone's come up with another one. Someone called ANCAP82. God, that person. I don't know anything about them, but I've been doing this long enough now where I can just see a name, and I don't need any more. I know who this person is, and I know they're absolute cancer. I mean, there's no need talking to them. It's fine. You get like a sixth sense about it. 4. States start to oppose federal orders and demand movement toward decentralisation. Okay, you can try and oppose federal orders, but again, they can just walk in and enforce it.
Yeah.
That's just secession. That's just kind of like a weak, frankly, spineless version of secession.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's not really an option.
No, nothing. It sounds good, but not likely to occur. Okay. 3. Oh, someone's definitely going to secede. Cool. The Soviet Union dissolved not too long after gerontocracy emerged. Gerontocracy? What the fuck is that? Oh,
I have no idea.
Gerontocracy. Is that old people ruling? Like geriatrics?
I mean, there would be
a society grew
by old people. Well,
well,
look at that.
To be fair, they were very, very old. What do you call it? Gorbachev was the only person to rule the Soviet Union that was born in the Soviet Union.
The rest of them were born in when it was still Russia.
Yep, because they were old as fuck. Yeah.
They were there right from the beginning of the revolution.
Yeah, but as kids mostly, outside of the like Stalin or whatever.
Yeah.
Cope hangout. yeah. To be fair. 3. I'll take number 3 for 100, Alex. He's dead. Scrim, but it's true.
Oh.
He is.
Oh, that's kind of soon.
It's.
I mean, it was last week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's. I mean, I'm not saying it's a good thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm pointing out a fact.
I mean, I wasn't a huge fan or anything. Yeah, he is. Okay.
The 10th Amendment is a thing. What's the 10th Amendment? What's that one?
That's the one about states' rights. But it's worth reading because it's kind of vague. Go to the wiki.
The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved for the states respectively. Like how they run their own elections, yeah.
Or to the people, yeah.
Or to the people, yeah. Mm-hmm. But even so, yeah. So like Texas has no standing to have a go at Pennsylvania or any of them because that's their own business. Stay the fuck out of it, Texas, you dickheads.
Yeah, the federal government can't get involved any more than you can.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got secession. Isn't monarchy kind of directly un-American? Yeah. Yes, it is.
Think?
Well, it does.
You think?
I mean, literally. They literally overthrew a king. That's how that started. A long time ago now, but, you know. Or does the right not care about what the founding fathers wanted anymore? Asking for a friend. Fair point.
Yeah, they don't know. They just want to win. They want a dictatorship with a strong man and call themselves Americans and define themselves as what America is.
Yeah. How about option 2 and 3? What were the options again? Hang on. So go king and secede. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, surely you'd have to do 3. You'd have to do 3 and then 2. I think that's the order, surely. But anyway, 1. Someone's going communism. Good. Secede. I don't remember the USSR having popular elections where 150 million citizens got to have their voices heard. True. Thank you, Ross.
Yeah.
Biden is pretty much a centrist Republican. He's hardly to the left at all. Basically. I mean, to be fair, he's basically like an older kind of Republican who doesn't do the racism openly. That's fine.
He's not I don't think he does racism. I think he's trying to be anti-racist.
Oh, no. Okay. I slightly misstated my point. I'm saying they used to do open racism. He's not doing that aspect of it. But economically, he's like a kind of vaguely pre-Reaganite Republican economically, I suppose.
So are most Americans are pro-capitalist.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
History of communism.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he's, yeah.
No, I'm not suggesting there is. Yeah, I'm just saying, like it's...
It's been very difficult for us with all that expansionism to
balkanize.
Balkanize.
Because that's a good thing. That worked out really well and
That's
peacefully.
the solution. Yeah.
If there's one thing you can definitely say about the dissolution of the former Yugoslavia, it went really well for everyone. Really peaceful, super. Fucking
That's your
idiots.
answer.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I want 3. You can fuck off. You should make this a poll. Why? Votes aren't even counted in America. They'd just be stolen by the ghost of Hugo Chavez again. State secession. I choose war. Thanks, Metal Fest Mike. 4. Grow up. Yeah, fair. Yeah. What the fuck
That's
is...
a much better 4.
Yeah. What the fuck is up with this monarchy shit? Yeah.
Oh, wow, that person's outside the bubble.
Yeah. What you mean ideally, or what's going to happen? Crying. That's rubbish. Sorry. Anything but the first. Okay.
LFG?
I don't, what is LFG?
Don't know. Someone in the chat might know.
Long furry giants. LFG.
That's what.
Looking for group? I don't think that's would be it. Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
fucking go. Oh, okay.
There we go. Okay. Soviet Union. Okay. But that must be a shit post because that's Yuri Bezmenov in the fucking thing. Okay. 2, please. Oh, I can at least appreciate someone trying to overthrow democracy and replace it with a monarchy politely.
Yes, but not without a period or a comma.
2, but well, yeah. I mean, he's a Trump fan. Let's not ask for too much here. Yeah, just can we have some democracy, please? Yeah. I mean, look, I appreciate the pleasantry. Number 3 is the best option. 3.
Great.
Come on, balkanise. Oh, bless. 4, straight up boogaloo. Yeah, race war.
Oh, we know what that means.
Yeah, yeah, race war. Good stuff. Awesome. 2 will sadly never happen, and 3 only slightly realistic if 1 happens. Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, if it did turn into the Soviet Union, I think a lot of states would probably leave. But again, they'd probably just come in and reinstall communism or something. I don't know. I mean, the idea that there's any communism happening here is just nonsense. Dixie. So I think someone's going. But again, guys, you might like the Dixie. But do you also want Atlanta? Well, they probably do want Atlanta burnt down because black people. Do you want the rest of the South where the white people live? Do you want that burnt? Because they will. Don't make them make Georgia howl again. Don't. No one wants that.
You have to read the one underneath it.
Trump will win. Citation needed. You'll need to calm down, and the states do not need to secede. After Trump wins, we will take our country back. I thought you already had.
Again?
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't that happen 4 years ago? I remember very distinctly people saying that. Trump has allowed things to happen the last 4 years. Just wait. What? So we just let things fall? He's really old. He's definitely going to live the full 2 terms, so we can just let shit happen.
If I were you, I'd be so tempted to follow this account just to watch him cry.
This next week should be interesting with December the 18th coming up. What's happening on the 18th?
No idea.
The 14th is when the college meets. Is the 18th where they ratify it in Congress or something, maybe?
Someone else is like smoking that copium, I see.
Yeah, this is copium suppositories at this point. So you all don't want liberty, you want totalitarianism. Yes they do. Yes they do. Yeah. Odoaisa says what? I don't know what that means. I vaguely Odoaisa. Oh, Odoaisa was the guy who sacked Rome, wasn't he? Yeah. So I think so. Odoaisa. I think he was. Odoacer, a soldier and statesman of barbarian background who deposed the child emperor Romulus. Okay. Yeah. Assassinated in Ravenna.
Now you know.
Yeah. Okay. 4, Congress can elect Trump. Yeah, good luck with that. Cross the Rubicon. Cross the Rubicon. What, literally go to Italy and cross the actual river that's still there? Why?
You can't fly there now. We're on lockdown.
Yeah. Well, exactly, yeah. You literally can't do that. Italians probably can. Actually, just see, there's an amazing story out of Italy. Completely unrelated. Italian Forrest Gump.
What?
We did well get there, Krista. Here we go. Right. Coronavirus. Man walks 450 kilometres after lockdown row with wife. An Italian man stepped outside to cool off after quarrelling with his wife and ended up walking 450 kilometres, 280 miles. Italians have named him Forrest Gump on social media after the slow-witted hero of a 1994 film, blah blah blah, runs thousands of miles across America. Police stopped the Italian's epic walk at 2 a.m. in Fano on the Adriatic coast, a week after he left Como in the north. Look, he walked from Como up there all the way to Fano down there. Mental. The man, 48, got a $400, £362, $485 police fine for breaching the curfew.
Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's the worst part of this whole story.
Yeah, well, to be fair, because he's probably, let's be honest, he's probably a bit mentally ill. That's not a normal thing to do. That's a really dangerous. He's walking across the Alps. That's the Alpine region, you know.
It's December.
Yeah.
Just put a mask on him, take him home.
Yeah. The story was first reported, blah, blah, blah. Some comments on social media presented the man as heroic and criticised the fine. One said he should have been rewarded, not fined, and given a new pair of shoes. Another praised him for walking off to cool his anger rather than resorting to violence. Okay, I mean, that's true. The man told me, I came here on foot.
Yeah.
I didn't use any transport, he said. Along the way, I met people who offered me food and drink. I'm okay, just a bit tired. Bless him.
He averaged 60 kilometers a day.
That's amazing, yeah. That's good, because that's about, 40 miles? That's like a military march. A military march is that kind of distance. Although, to be fair, they're carrying quite a lot of weight, but, you know.
Yeah, keep going. Well, I mean, you want to... How did it end?
After checking his ID in their database, they found that his wife had reported him missing, so they contacted her and she travelled to Fano to collect him. The Italian reports did not say how she reacted upon learning he had picked up a €400 fine. I hope they crowdfund the €400.
Yeah,
and a bit more.
I'm sure there's enough people. Yeah.
Anyway, but that happened. We were talking about Italians walking places, and that story popped into my head again. Secession now.
Place.
Brain damage. Okay. I fight that dingy ass gun girl named Caitlin Bennett. You don't need violence, people. Stop.
Cage fights for America. Did you see the hashtag? It was cage fights.
Cage fights for. Oh, okay. So not like just randomly attacking her. Okay.
Yeah.
Monarch. Please secede. Wow. We don't want you. They should. Well, to take a leaf out of old dipshit Richard Spencer's book, give Florida to the Trump people. Just have it. If we'll pay for anyone who doesn't want to remain in Florida. You can come and live somewhere else.
Yeah.
We've got Texas is nice and warm as well. If you want to go and live in the warm with crazy fuckers, Texas also there. And just let them have it and let them descend into civil war and slaughter each other for not being white enough or something. I don't know. Fuck it, let him have it. Trump will go there. Mar-a-Lago's there, so he's happy. Just let him all fucking go.
Yeah, he'll be king already.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be king.
Yeah, he can have his little palace.
King of a failed state third world hellhole. And that's before they get there. Ew. That's a Florida slam. Florida slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we've been going over 2 hours.
Yeah, we can probably wrap it up.
Yeah.
Unless there's some bookmarks, some cozy kitty video you want to...
Possibly. To the state of Texas, secede in Liberty Hangout. Okay. Cool. Anyhow. Oh, hang on, not messages. Bookmarks.
No.
Did I have... Oh, I think I've shown you all the cute bits, haven't I? I think so.
Yeah, okay.
We can go back to Kitty in a Tree.
Yeah, okay.
Baby Hippo.
And then Baby Hippo and Kitty in a Tree.
Kitty in a Tree. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've got 40 minutes to D&D, so.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, Christy's got Dick and Dick.
Yeah. Yes, I'm getting double-dicked. No, Christiosity is running a D&D game over on my other channel. And we get to hear her family in the background, which is always
That is always good.
So.
So we had another message. I doth proclaim this the start of Skatergate. Oh, that's all the way back from Tim Pool, 31 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll do. You get a gritter. Apologies. I don't know why it didn't work. It just, for some reason, it didn't. There you go. Have yourself a gritty. I'm going to have to fix that, though, because I'm not pressing fucking gritty every bastard time. It's supposed to be automated.
So who else donated?
Yeah.
I think there was another. Was there another message there?
Oh, no, that was Beach from earlier, going about redcoats.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, anyway. So, yeah. Fuck off, all of you. Let's just go. Leave me alone.
Done.
Leave me
See
alone.
you Monday night.
Oh, you're back Monday, are you?
Well, we talked about Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We had this conversation already.
Did we? I don't fucking know. I forget everything, ever. I don't know what I'm doing.
You said I had like a standing invitation. And
Well, you do, absolutely, yeah. But that's why I was saying, like, are you coming back next week? Okay, cool, good. Awesome.
You were here for Christy anyway.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. That's
Edelyn.
Yeah, I'll raid you into Hannah because she's pretty badass. On the Twitches.
Bye, Twitch.
Yeah, and well, we were signing off anyway. Thank you to everyone for listening and watching to this special edition where we laughed at MAGA dickheads and drank their tears. Always good. And we'll be doing probably more of this on Monday because they're going to lose their shit over the weekend and all that. And
and go check out my video again on my channel.
Yeah, go and check out Christy. Her
numbers.
channel is linked below and her Twitter, so go and follow those. Thank you all for listening and watching. It's goodbye from me and goodbye from Christy. Say goodbye, Christy.
Goodbye, Christy.